Yeah, good morning. Welcome to it. Here we are live interactive on a Wednesday. Today is apparently the busiest travel day of your lifetime. That's what they're saying. The experts are saying today is the day. Forget about every other year, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, busiest travel day of the year. This one will be the busiest any of us have ever experienced.
I know that they say it every single year, no matter what.
Yeah, they do.
And I shouldn't believe it, but my anxiety is at a 10.
Oh, yeah,
right
your Allie's heading out after the show, going straight to the airport.
I'm so terrified.
She's one of them suckers.
What do you mean suckers?
Oh,
I had no option.
Well, that's true. But I'm just saying, you're part of the...
I mean, it's all the news people going, well, you should leave now at 5 a.m. And I'm like, great.
2 weeks ahead of time.
I can't do that. So I would if I could do that.
Here's why I don't think you have to worry that much. Once again, this is a news report from this morning, and they are always trying to make it seem like, they want everything to be the biggest, the most extreme, the craziest, because that gets headlines. And here is a news crew that's trying to make it sound like today is going to be terrible, followed by, well, you'll hear.
We want to check in with our Christina Burgess, who's joining us live at International Airport.
And Christina, we know you were there last night. Is it a lot busier there today?
Yeah, guys, it is.
How have we not been able to fix that over time?
I don't know.
That delay is getting longer as the years go by.
But as they're asking her if it's busy, and she's trying to deliver the news that it is busy.
You can hear the silence.
You hear there's not. You don't even. I mean, you can hear wheels squeaking on luggage. I mean, there's nothing.
Is it a lot busier there today?
Yeah, guys, it is pretty busier inside the airport compared to when I was inside yesterday. Yesterday's TSA wait time was showing about 5 minutes, and today on the screen behind me, it's still showing about 10 minutes.
They want it. They want it so bad.
So they made this reporter spend the night there?
Yeah. Yeah, she sounds all sleep deprived and whatnot. Poor woman slept outside of a Wetzel's Pretzels at the airport.
We need to do something for all these poor news reporters that just have to hang out at the airport, not get the joy of flying anywhere, and have to just overinflate these numbers.
And by the way, they're definitely in her ear being like, we're going to go to you in a second. The whole thing is it's really busy, so make it seem busy. And she's like, but there's not a line at TSA. And they're like, well, what was it yesterday? She's like, 5 minutes. They're like, all right, well, make it sound bigger for this one.
It's doubled.
So she goes, it's up to 10 minutes today. So she tried. I mean, there's a lot of these. We will get into some, of course, Omar's least favorite phrase that you're going to hear a lot today is the old pack your patience. I think you actually may get that in this story.
For a TSA wait time on one of the busiest travel days of the year. Right now, all on-site parking lots are open, but officially...
She wants it. She wants it so bad.
If you don't mind, I would love some live updates, at your adventure going to the airport today.
Yeah, I would be happy to do that. I think it'll be important, and it won't hold up the lines to be on Instagram Live the entire time.
That'd be hilarious.
Oh, I would love it,
People all
Allie.
yelling at you.
Yeah, like if you're, everyone's in a hurry and everyone's about to miss their flight. You're just doing things to slow everyone down, trying to Instagram that your clothing in the bins and all that stuff.
And I'll do that same delay. I'll be like,
Allie?
hi, guys.
Officials do tell me they do anticipate that parking lots will get full by the weekend. Now, due to this increase of travelers, airport staff urges passengers to arrive 2 hours before their flight departs.
We always like to say pack your patience around this time.
Yeah,
You're
you
going to
do.
experience heavier lines than you normally would. So just plan accordingly. Like I said, give yourself plenty of time.
Yeah, good old PYP, baby.
Yeah,
Pack
but-
your patience.
For a domestic flight 2 hours ahead of time with a 10-minute wait, you're going to be sitting in the gate for an hour and a half.
You know who I think is behind all of this get there 2 hours early stuff? The C's Candy kiosks.
Yeah. They're like, what are you going to do? You need us now.
I think this was a C's Candy thing.
You don't want that fridge sandwich? Come over here.
Right. But I mean, they're smart because they're like, who's going to come buy dumb stuff at a kiosk at the airport? Well, if we make them get here 2 hours early,
They can slime a box.
they're going to have an hour and 45 minutes to buy lollipops. Let's make it happen. We got a good show planned for you today. Your Almost Acoustic Christmas tickets, and we'll finally find out who's the weirdest relative in all of America. The finals happening. But first, Lincoln Park on KROQ. Good morning. Klein Alley Show. Text line checking in early this morning. Just bought 4 tickets last night to Almost Acoustic. We'll be driving to hang out with you guys. Cannot wait. Those tickets available. Get some while you still can. And we will see you at the Forum on December 14th. If you want free tickets, so we'll have them for you later this morning. Chances to win tickets for KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. 33 years going strong. We will get you in later today. Lots of things going on the show. And I believe, Omar, your prayers will be answered because my Uncle Leslie, the original inspiration for the Search for America's Weirdest Relative, will be returning to the show this morning.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, he is.
Is his bald wife going to be joining us too?
I don't know. I did speak to her briefly to confirm that he was available.
How's she doing?
She's very Allie, you heard a little bit of her. She's very soft spoken. It's like everything with her.
Sounds relaxed. You save a lot of time not brushing your hair.
Everything's like a whisper. You're like, is he going to be available tomorrow?
I don't know.
I assume he will be. Okay, we'll call back.
Calling.
Yeah, then she's how are things with you? I gotta go. Yeah, I don't have that kind of time for small talk. But
I could hear you trying to get off the phone as soon as you got on the phone.
Right away. You know, when you call for someone, and now it's easier because obviously, but every once in a while, because it's nothing worse than when you call someone's cell phone and another person answers the cell phone of the person you're calling because they happen to be next to them, and all you want to do is talk to the person you needed to call.
And then it's like, but how are you?
Yeah, you go, oh, it's so funny. It's you. Oh, you're with them? Can you hand the phone back over?
Yeah.
Try to move along with this.
Mm-hmm, I know. And then then you pass the phone over to that person and they pass it back to the person.
Oh, it's the worst. Who wants that? No one needs. I know it's family time of year.
Talking.
I get it. In fact, we should support this because someone did call the Goat Line for the very first time ever, which is a brave step to make.
All right, first time caller here on the Goat Line, and I just wanted to say before the Wednesday airing came on is that the uncle that, watches the inappropriate videos sounded totally fake. Don't get scammed. I don't think that was a real...
She's talking about the
grandpa.
America's Weirdest Relative grandpa that supposedly watches porn on his phone way too loudly. And we all questioned whether or not that was legitimate or not because he didn't sound like a grandpa. He was like 65 or something.
Mm-hmm, and his name was Kevin, which is a weird grandpa name.
So we all had a similar thought about that. Vanessa claims that's on the up and up, but it doesn't matter because he did not make it to the finals. He did not get the votes. You will not be hearing from a grandpa who loved loud porn today.
Or uncle or grandpa, whatever. Anyway, sweet dibs. Also, hey, Klein.
Yes.
Question. What did Sushi A say to Sushi B? Wasabi.
Okay, great. Wasabi. Thank you. What a joke. We will
Klein had better delivery.
We will take a quick break. When we get back, $100 up for grabs. If you need gas money today, snack money if you're road tripping, some airport parking money, check a few bags. That's on us. All you got to do is beat Allie. 5 questions about stuff going on in the world. The busiest travel day of the year. The pre-feasting day. And we will give you that money if you call us right now at 800-520-1067. That is next.
KROQ's Almost Acoustic
Christmas this year.
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas. Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum. The Smashing Pumpkins, Beck, 311, Linda Linda, Sublime, Franz Ferdinand, Jenny Eat World, AWOL Nation, Baby.
We'll tell you a song to listen for. Hear it, and Caller 20 wins tickets to the 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Presented by Gain.
Proceeds benefit Parlos Niños and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center.
KROQ.
Brought to you by the LA County Department of Mental Health at dmh.lacounty.gov.
Up for grabs right now. Tickets to join us next week at the Sound Space with Cage the Elephant. Allie and I are going to be hosting that one. It will be a good time, a good hang. I think usually we feed you, then you get the intimate performance, and the band is Cage the Elephant. Not only great musicians, but funny guys as well, those Schultz brothers. So I can't wait for that. We will be doing that next week. Get you in if you succeed in this challenge called Netflix or Notflix.
Not!
Real descriptions about real things that are actually happening on Netflix this month as we're entering a brand new month, the month of May, but also ones we've made up. And if you think about some of the stuff that they're promoting heavily, they sound made up. If I were to tell you, Allie, they're going to do a roast of Tom Brady and they're going to call it the Groat, the greatest roast of all time about the GOAT, you would say that sounds like one of your dumb things, Klein, but that is actually happening on Netflix, and it's happening on Sunday live.
And we're actually really excited about it.
I can't wait. It's at the Forum. I think I'm going to go. Actually, I think I'm going to go to it. But
you are?
I'm attempting. It's not easy. I mean, it's not.
How do you go? You just show up?
Yeah, we can buy tickets. Tickets are for sale still through like Ticketmaster.
Oh, I would think something like that would sell out immediately.
It's a lot of it's already sold out, but I'm planning on trying to go.
Want me to call Nikki Glazer for you?
No, because she doesn't know who you are. And she's going to say, Jake,
hey, do you remember me? I need a favor.
Yeah,
You're planning on trying to go?
I have an attempt to go to the thing on Sunday. I think it's...
What kind of weak sauce commitment is that?
I can't wait. What I can't wait for is for Klein to actually get tickets to this and then not go.
I will go.
Yeah,
that's what's going to happen.
I'm going to the GROAT.
And then he's going to be like, does anyone want to go? I can't go. And then one of us will go. And then Johnny will be like, I went to this roast of this old guy.
All right, I try to not get too excited about things because whenever I get really excited and commit to doing something, it never ends up happening. So I'm just trying to just say I hope I can go, but
Klein will be at a play or a Disney on Ice.
There's something going on I don't want to be at. Trust me. Anyway, that sounds made up, but it's real. And then there's Unfrosted. A story about the creation of the Pop-Tart. Also sounds completely made up. That is also real and happening on Netflix this month with Seinfeld. So I think that
comes out this weekend.
All right, let's get to it. It's time for Netflix, Notflix here. KROQ, I will describe a show. You tell me if it's real or did we make it up. We start with Jen in Koreatown. Hi, Jen. Welcome to KROQ. Good morning.
Hi, guys. Good morning. Free dibs.
Sweet dibs. Here we go. Because you're in Koreatown, I will give you this one. A Singaporean tycoon, an Italian luxury brand heir, and a Pakistani noble, and more explore the lavish lives of the super rich individuals living in Korea. This is called Super Rich in Korea. Is that Netflix or is that Notflix?
Oh, my God. It's Netflix. Sounds like maybe it's a Netflix show.
You think that's real? Super Rich in Korea? You are in Koreatown. You would have the advantage here. Let's find out.
It's the title that gives it away. Super Rich in Korea is not clever and very on the nose.
Yeah, they don't have a clever title department over there anymore. That debuts May 7th, and they do love anything that is either super rich or super poor. And then they love
extreme.
They love the extremes.
Or someone who was rich and then poor, or was poor and then rich.
Jen got hers right, so we start with a winner, and hang tight. Everyone who gets theirs right, Allie will pick one of you at random. You'll get to go to the Cage Elephant Show. We move on and say hi to Dylan right now in Los Angeles. Dylan, welcome. Netflix or Notflix? How goes it?
I'm good.
100 piñatas filled with everything from penny candy to $100,000. Blindfolded contestants bash for cash in this high-stakes piñata game show called Winyata. Is that Netflix or is that Notflix?
There's no way that's real. I'm going to say Netflix.
Why are you saying there's no way that's real? Sounds like an amazing show. Allie, people are bashing for cash.
Is that what they said when you pitched it last week?
That's right.
Not!
Winyata is not real. Damn it. Thought we'd get him on that.
But I picture all of these shows coming up on your feed and you'd be like, whoa!
Yeah.
I gotta watch Winyata!
Guys,
Season 3 of Winyata came out, guys.
I've watched Season 3 of Is It Cake twice already. Okay? And I'm fooled still. I know now which one's cake, and I still watch it again. Tim, Santa Monica, welcome to KROQ. How goes it?
Good. Sweet dibs.
Sweet dibs.
In a world of AI, do we even stand a chance as humans when it comes to dating? Will our single suitors be able to determine and decide who is real and who is a robot in a blind dating battle where some contestants are human and others are AI technology? This is Robomantic. Is that... Is that a real...
Oh, new season of Robomantic.
Is that Netflix or is that Notflix?
I got to say, that's a really good premise, but I'm going to go with Netflix.
God damn it. I thought...
Not!
Right, whatever. I thought this game used to be trickier.
It never used to be trickier.
Hey, Allie. Used to be trickier.
Allie, what?
Nothing. Dylan got his right.
You saved all your good ideas for the paper.
Tori, welcome. Tori, welcome to Netflix or Notflix. New month, new shows. Let's go. What, you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
A film crew follows two leopard cubs as they make a fascinating journey from infancy into adulthood in this up-close and personal nature doc called Living with Leopards.
Nice. Sounds pretty informative. So I'm going to go with Netflix.
Sounds interesting and informative.
It's a real show. That debuts May 10th. I'd like
it's
to
not
not
called Three of Cubs or whatever crappy pun
that's
name
a
you want
great
to make.
name. I'd definitely watch Three of Cubs. That's so good. They'd have to gamble, though. All right, listen, I feel like you guys are mocking me with the fake shows, so it makes Rico...
Let's continue mocking.
Rico, give it one more chance, and then we must move on, because this is stupid, right? We all agree it's stupid?
Uh-huh.
I like it.
I like it too.
Thank you, Rico. Dating show...
I hate it. I'm out.
Thank you, Mark Cuban.
That's a successful show.
Dating show meets snack attack. When eligible singles try to find their soulmates based on shared food preferences, this show is called Single and Ready to Pringle.
Wow.
When
someone just says, wow.
You don't even try, man.
You don't even try.
Whatever. Not. I don't even care if you answer. All right, now,
Single, Ready to Pringle.
Everyone got theirs right.
Oh, Ready to Pringle?
That makes no sense.
You wouldn't think it was interesting if you're single. You're like, oh, we have the same taste in snacks.
And they just eat potato skins and have awkward conversations.
Oh, shut up, Rico. I'm done with you. Allie. Five questions, $100, bragging rights. Allie Knows the News is about to begin on KROQ, and some brand new theme songs inspired by Allie herself.
She bought the wrong movie tickets, but she's still gonna see it through. Let's find out if Allie knows the news. Ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba-da-ba. When I was younger, I could say 50 to 100 men per day.
Okay. You don't need to say all the dumb things I've said on the show before.
That's
Relax.
great. I actually lucked out because they added some showings that were non-3D. So I canceled the 3D and I booked a regular one.
Good. As long as we peer pressured you out of doing something and forced you to do more work, then we did our jobs.
You did.
And this theme song will probably be the greatest theme song that has ever been sent to us for Allie Knows the News.
Cougars picks her nose, and she eats it too. Let's find out if Allie knows the news. Burner, 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 burner.
All right, thank you.
So
What a
much. I don't do that.
Lovely song right there. I always appreciate the DIY theme songs. You have no idea how much it means to us. Let's say hi to Eve in Chino. Give Eve a shot at $100 of Allie's cash.
Hi.
Good morning,
Sweet dibs.
Eve. Sweet
Sweet
dibs. I got some money here. It's technically Allie's, but it could be yours. And all you got to do is answer these questions more accurately than she does, all about stuff going on in the world. You'll learn something perhaps as well. Allie's going to saunter out of the studio. She's leaving the studio right now. There she goes. There she goes. All right. Eve, whenever you're ready, your round of Allie Knows the News can begin. Hit it.
Allie knows the news.
Well, not good news on the busiest travel day of the year. A flight at LAX had to abort takeoff. For what reason? Why did a flight have to abort takeoff?
Because there was snow at the other end. So they couldn't go because there was snow. There was snow in the other location.
Great guess. Go to question number 2. Thousands of these knockoffs, worth around $18 million, were seized at the port of Los Angeles.
AirPods.
Question 3. The Dodgers just signed another star pitcher to their roster for a cool $182 million. Who will now be a Dodger?
Sile. Something Sile. Billy Sile.
Go to question 4. This Disney animated sequel, which came out, I believe, yesterday. Today, I'm not sure the official release day, is already getting lukewarm reviews. People not thrilled with it.
Moana.
And finally, Billy Corgan, frontman of the Smash. Oh, Allie, what are you doing? We're still, Allie, who's sending you in? Well, Allie just
Allie
walked.
needs to go back.
Hold on, Allie just walked into the studio. Who sent Allie in here? Who said go in? Jesus Christ, what kind of operation are we running here? I'm sorry. This whole game is potentially going to be questionable now. She walked in, ruined the whole sequestering process. Question 5. Billy Corgan says that his stepmother is convinced that this A-list comedian is his actual brother. Billy Corgan of the Smashing Pumpkins claims his stepmother is convinced that this A-list comedian is actually his brother. Which comedian potentially is now related to Billy Corgan?
Jamie Foxx.
Great guess. They look so similar. That's what I was thinking too. I see the two of them. I go, yeah, they got to be related, these two. Jamie Foxx and Billy Corgan. All right, let's bring Allie in. Now someone send Allie in. Now, of course, Allie's not being sent in. It's unbelievable. There she is. Who said go in here? Was it Vanessa?
Everybody's checked out, man.
I know. What's going on here? Did people?
There was an engineer I was talking to, and he was like, "They need you in there. Go in." And I was like, "What?"
They need you in there.
I don't know.
He just wanted to get rid of you.
I think,
What a terrible
I
conversation
think
were
so.
you having?
I was asking a lot about chords.
Oh man, that guy wanted to get out of that conversation with you so badly. He sent you in the middle of Allie Knows the News.
I guess so.
All right. Well, you're battling Eve right now. Let's go ahead and score this together. Here we go. Question 1. A flight at LAX had to abort takeoff for which reason? Just happened yesterday.
There was a loud bang.
Right, but what was the cause? There was a loud bang, but that wasn't the reason. The loud bang meant something else happened. That's what I'm looking for, the answer.
What was the loud bang is your question?
Yeah, what was the cause?
Not a gun.
Not a gun. No, that is correct, but that's not an answer.
It's correct. There was a loud bang and it
was
wasn't a gun.
It was a bird strike.
Oh, it was?
Yeah, bird strike.
Oh, I didn't
bird
see
strike.
what it actually was.
Bird strike.
So close.
No one got that. We go to question number 2. Thousands of these, worth around $18 million, were seized. These are knockoffs, by the way. Thousands of these knockoffs, worth around $18 million, were seized at the port of Los Angeles.
That would be guitars.
Gibson guitars. That is the answer. Allie goes up 1-0. I would love a counterfeit Gibson guitar.
I would love to get one and then have every band at Acoustic sign a
Right.
knockoff.
They look
Gibson.
super cool.
Yeah, they look. I don't know how people can tell they're knockoffs.
Who
They
cares?
look good to me. Question
Everyone loves knockoffs now.
number 3. The Dodgers just signed another star pitcher to their roster. A cool $182 million. What is the name of the pitcher that will be at the Dodgers? You should know this, Al. You, of all people, should know this.
Or really? Is it a former Giant?
Not going to say anything, but I'm shocked you don't know
Tim
this.
Lincecum.
Blake Snell, former Giant. Blake Snell. Anyway, we go to question 4. She didn't get that either. Question 4. Disney animated sequel came out yesterday, today. It's already getting lukewarm reviews.
Oh, Moana 2.
She got that as well. Allie goes up 2-0. In fact, one of the reviews I saw said Moana 2 is a real number 2.
Really? Oh, I saw Slow-Anna.
It's great, too. We go to final question.
Sounds
Question
offensive.
number... It really does. Question 5. Allie's still up 1. Billy Corgan says his stepmother is convincing him that he is related to this A-list comedian.
Oh,
and
yes.
he believes they are brothers.
Bill Burr.
That is correct. Bill Burr
Another bald guy.
and Billy Corgan, potentially related. We'll have to get to the bottom of that at this year's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Well, Eve, you put in a decent effort, but unfortunately for you, Allie smoked your ass.
Jamie Foxx, huh?
Yeah, she thought Jamie Foxx was related to Billy Corgan. And
Jamie Foxx?
that was her unraveling. What must you shamefully admit, Eve, as we say goodbye to you forever?
But Allie is the best.
Thank you.
It's a bit of a stretch.
What a
but
smart woman.
we will accept that. It's another incorrect answer.
You can take the other $100. I just promised you for
There she
saying
goes.
that.
We got a decent show planned for you today. We're going to be with you if you're sitting in traffic. Thanks for hanging out with us. Some news, and then we continue next on KROQ. worst person at any Thanksgiving table is the person that makes the entire room stink because they have uncontrollable gas. And they have just released a list now of the 4 foods you should avoid, even if you think they're delicious, if you don't want to be the person to completely...
Are we really doing this, man?
Yeah, that's right, Alma.
Seriously.
We're doing it.
And the types of farts that it'll give you.
And we wanted to do this. We wanted to do this last week, but you weren't on the show, so we couldn't do it.
Yeah, right.
And now
you hate this sort of stuff, and now I don't know what are you doing here?
I'm going to tell you what I'm doing here.
Because yesterday, I was like, okay, I'm going to do it today, but because I clearly value your input, so I don't want to overstep my boundaries. But you're forcing my hand here, man.
Well, listen to this. There's a lot of messages.
Like, what are you doing?
I'm trying. Listen to this person.
Omar, I'm so glad you're back, and I wanted to let you know that fart humor will always be funny. So please keep it coming, and just always keep it coming. I love it so much, And who cares what Klein thinks? Keep that fart humor coming. Thank you so much.
That woman sounds very gassy. I mean, really. I mean, there's a lot.
I agree with that lady, but I also don't want to overstep my boundaries over here.
But this is an important. I think this is more of a public service than anything else. I don't think this is juvenile in any way, shape. Now, this message is juvenile.
Hey, Omar, I got another soundbite for you. Hope you like it.
All right, now that was
a good one. I'm going to add that one to my arsenal.
That was unnecessary. But listen. You go to Thanksgiving. No. See, here he comes. He can't resist, Omar. He can't.
What are you thankful for, Omar?
That's what he's thankful for. These are the 4 foods that you are supposed to avoid.
You want to hear my favorite fart sound effect?
I think we all do.
This one is totally by far. I don't know what it's like, the tone and how it goes up. I love that one so much. That one I label fart favorite.
Oh, fart favorite.
Now I understand why when people make claims about the show, there's a reason, Allie, that sometimes you go, I don't get it, and then you hear,
hey guys, podcast listener here, and I just heard Omar's back, even though he's on my favorite because he yaps too much, and sometimes he trips over his own words. He really does complete the show. You guys are like a big sandwich. Johnny is the bread. Because he's a dumb bimbo. Jake is a soggy tomato. Allie's a lettuce because she's bland. Klein, you're bacon because you're a fat boy.
Thank you.
And Omar just puts it all together. Like he's a nice mayo. All right, guys.
You're mayo, Omar. Congratulations.
Wait, I don't want to be mayo.
Well, I don't want to be bacon, fat boy, and Allie's a stupid.
I want to be the sandwich artist.
Omar is the avocado, okay? Because everyone wants avocado, but we can't always afford it.
That's right. That's
and I'm the bite because I wasn't included. I bite you guys. Surely never bite.
Vanessa, turn your mic off.
Yeah, I'm turning it off.
She's developed some weird confidence, and all of a sudden she's jumping in with stuff.
You know what? I need to go back to my show.
Yeah.
Terrible joke. I'm not coming back.
Terrible joke. Yeah.
You called yourself out on a terrible joke.
Vanessa, how was that joke you just made?
Terrible joke.
I love that live Vanessa still feels the need to answer.
I'm not talking to you live. I'm not talking to you live, Vanessa. I'm talking to recorded Vanessa. Vanessa, what do you think about that joke you just made?
Terrible joke.
I agree. Here are the foods you should avoid if you don't want to be the person to stink up your Thanksgiving. And this is terrible because mac and cheese, as you know, doesn't get the traditional glory. It's not going to be at 100% of all Thanksgivings, but boy, when it does show up there, it is a crowd favorite. Always is, always will be.
That is also one of the ones that Wegovy and Ozempic people are supposed to stay away from.
Oh, really? The mac and cheese?
Yeah, because it doesn't agree with their injections or something.
They're saying, thank you. The starches, the pasta,
Okay,
the breakdown, that one is going to potentially ruin it. Obviously, everyone knows this. The roasted Brussels sprouts. Now, the nice thing about the roasted Brussels sprouts is that they smell so bad being made that they almost cover up their own issue later.
You're not sure if it's from the Brussels sprouts
going in or coming
the
out.
Brussels sprouts.
You don't know. Something smells in here. Is it Brussels sprouts before or Brussels sprouts after? Thank you, Omar. The third thing is the broccoli casserole, which I'm pretty sure Nicole Alvarez heats up in the microwave here at least 3 times a week. Because this place really stinks.
Food. And she makes like vegan patties that smell really bad.
And finally, and this one is going to be a real shame because I think for some people this is the highlight, the sweet potatoes / candied yams.
Yeah.
They will create... That is exactly what you get. So there you have it. Those are the foods.
That's when you're trying to keep it in.
That's right. You don't want to be that person. So there you go. Now you know what foods to avoid.
How long is this intro? Do we have 26 seconds?
No, Omar, we do not. No. How dare you? This is Colton, you son of a bitch. KROQ.
I know that this could hurt.
like to join us at KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas, we have those tickets for you coming up a little bit later this morning. You can see Bill Burr's brother right there on stage, the great Billy Corrigan. We'll get to your ADD news in just a moment. And then the moment that we've been waiting for all Thanksgiving season long, the official crowning of America's weirdest relative. It's all coming up this morning right here on KROQ.
Klein Alley Show.
Real people, real show, real hungry.
We're okay with cannibalism.
Mornings on KROQ.
Klein
Alley Show. Klein Alley Show.
106.7 FM.
Time for a butt roundup. It's KROQ. Klein Alley Show. Stuff going on in the world, stuff going on in the news, stuff potentially happening to your own body involving your ass. And you don't know about it because the news buries butt stories. And that's where we come in, Allie, with something that we call butt stuff.
It must be a special occasion. Oh, yeah. It's time for butt stuff.
In this edition of Butt Stuff, been quite a few stories of people actually getting butt-related injuries. Now, I know last time we did a butt stuff, it was a lot of people doing these backdoor, pun intended, like surgeries with non-licensed doctors that were doing butt injections, and then they were getting like cement in there, and it was a whole problem. Now, it seems there's a couple of good butt-related stories that we should share with you, including the bulldog puppy that was born without a butt.
What?
But has made a miracle recovery after a life-saving surgery.
Klein, who has an extra butt to donate?
I don't have an extra butt. I have an extra hole. It's very different. Complex operation and built the dog a new bottom from scratch. 3-hour surgery. Lucky
from scratch? What kind of scratch?
Lucky then spent a week recovering and learning how to relieve herself, and now she is a fully functioning bulldog puppy born without a butt. I didn't even know that was possible in the world of dogs, but that is a medical miracle right there.
So I'm happy that this dog now has a butt. However, there are a lot of humans that, we just talked to one-armed Gary yesterday who needs an arm. Yep. People don't have legs.
People love doing stuff for puppies born without stuff. That's like the world can rally.
My God, like puppies in wheelchairs, puppies with artificial butts. They love it, and they will come out of the woodwork. They will donate so much money to make sure that every dog has a butt. And I just want to say, I understand animals are great, but people are pretty great too, and we should help them, maybe.
From good butt stuff to bad butt stuff, here's this.
San Antonio police are working on a crazy case because they say the entire argument turned shooting was over a parking spot. Police say the man was at a store on West Commerce Street when he got into an argument with a group of guys over parking. When the man was leaving, he says the men started shooting at his car, hitting him one time in his rear end.
So that guy got shot in the butt, and that is not the only bad shot in the butt story, Allie, because listen to this. Just when you thought that was the only thing you had to worry about, here's another one.
A Pensacola man is in jail this morning, suspected of shooting another man at a Waffle House.
Now, the sheriff's office says Lucky shot at the ground near the victim. The bullet ricocheted, hitting the man in the buttocks. Deputies say they found a bag of marijuana, other drugs on Lucky. When they arrested him, he's being held without bond.
So that's two shot in the butt stories
what
right there.
What a strong floor that it ricocheted off the floor and into his butt.
Right in the butt, outside of a Waffle House. And that sounded like a great night up until the shooting in the butt, because they had a bag of drugs, they had Waffle House, they had everything you could have asked for, minus the shooting in the buttocks.
But wouldn't you say that's probably the best place to get shot?
I
mean, it's all fat.
Yeah, I would think and it's a cool story.
But even the Waffle House.
Oh, the Waffle House is definitely the best place to get shot, because you can immediately, point to the menu. You don't have to order. You just point to the picture. You got food covered.
Waffles.
Chunked and smothered, I say. And then there's this story. If you are one of the fans of Ozempic or Wegovy, you don't just have to worry about all of the other Ozempic face stuff. Ozempic butt is apparently taking over.
First we had Ozempic face, and now we have Ozempic butt. It's this idea that when people are taking Ozempic, also called semaglutide, and they lose weight, or, by the way, Wegovy, just so you know, Ozempic is actually FDA approved for diabetes, helps with weight loss as well. Wegovy is semaglutide approved for weight loss, but whatever people may be taking, Wegovy or Ozempic, they are losing
someone's
weight
on Ozempic.
Yeah, this woman is definitely
so obvious.
Defending the Ozempic.
They have a lot of benefits, and it helps with depression and diabetes, and it's FDA
they are
approved.
Losing weight and ending up with Ozempic butt. I did a video on Ozempic face. Now we have Ozempic butt. So what is it? It's this idea that you lose weight, you lose enough weight, perhaps you lose weight quickly enough that your skin starts to sag, and that's in your derriere, your bum, your bottom, your butt.
So they're saying this
How
is
many
now
more words is she going to come up with?
There's a lot of words for butt, and she uses all of them.
That your skin starts to sag, and that's in your derriere, your bum, your bottom, your butt, whatever you call it. And that can happen, honestly,
big
guys.
fat
with
asses. Thank
Did
you.
you say
Klein.
that, lady?
Yeah, you didn't say big fat asses like Klein did. You forgot that one, the obvious.
And that can happen, honestly, guys, with any time we, number one, lose weight, lose a certain amount of weight, lose weight at a certain speed, we can get sagging skin. And that's what...
She's on meth, this woman, I think.
She's on Ozempic and cocaine.
Yeah.
Some people are realizing as they go through their, say, Ozempic or Wegovy or what...
Cozempic. She's got a little Cozempic going for her. So the combination.
What have you. So when we talk about Ozempic, but is it surprising? Well, not really.
There you
is
go.
It hot? Yes, it is,
Yes.
Chris.
So there's a big roundup of all butt stuff. Also, experts wanted to point out that we were all making a giant mistake down there when wiping. Do you know what the mistake is, Allie? This is according to experts. This is the last story we have time for in butt stuff, this roundup.
People are going back to front?
That's a good guess. I think that only matters if you're a woman, I believe. I think guys can go
Any which way they want.
international
Typical men.
international waters down there. Our body, our choice, right? Whatever we want to do. Want to take a guess?
I mean, another mistake. I think that we shouldn't even be using toilet paper at all. We should be using wipes because we get chapped asses.
You're using the wrong word altogether. They're saying the concept of a wipe
In general?
is all wrong.
You got to just do the bidet.
It should be a pat or a dab. Pat or dab. Wipe
What?
is.
How are you supposed to get stuff?
Listen, this is according to experts now. They say we are handling that area all wrong, and the whole notion of wiping is the problem.
I'm sorry, but if you're just doing a light dab, you got to stank ass.
I'm sorry, I'm an expert in this, and they're wrong.
Yeah.
Well,
Do you realize how gross Jake's butt would be if he dabbed?
the butt experts reveal. The butt experts reveal. You are in there for an hour.
I'll be in there for 2 hours.
The butt experts reveal
all day.
that the wiping and wiping hard is causing all sorts of problems for people because we're not doing the proper pat/dab method.
Oh.
Dabbing all the live long day.
So there you have it. That's been a very exciting
Very graphic.
and graphic round of butt stuff. We take a thanks for hanging out this morning. It's Klein Alley Show on KROQ. We'll take the first official check at what's going on in the world. I'm going to guess traffic warnings, concerns, and packing your patience, but probably other things going on as well. So let's get into it. It's time for the first check of the news with your ADD News. Then we get into a brand new hour of the show, probably the greatest hour of your life. If you're stuck in traffic, might as well be stuck with us. And here is your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. I can already feel myself getting dumber.
Yeah, we could talk about traffic and packing your patience, but let's talk about how the holidays are the Super Bowl for scammers. Scammers have stolen roughly $1 trillion globally in the last year, give or take. And there might finally be a good, effective solution because everyone knows that those do not call lists do not work. This one does work, at least so far. And her name is Daisy, the AI granny. A confused old lady who will pretend not to know anything about technology and will spend a ton of time on the phone with scammers so you don't have to. And here she is.
3 times W and then dot.
I'm just trying to have a little chat.
I think your profession is bothering people, right?
It's nearly been an hour. For the love of gosh, how time flies.
Oh, so they think, the scammers think, oh, good, we got a gullible old lady. We can go ahead and milk her inheritance and her retirement fund.
Oh, yeah, because she has been trained to be ideal for scammers.
Right.
And she doesn't know anything about technology, and she just wants to talk. And she's like, well, let me get my wallet. And they're like, oh, great.
Perfect.
And then she just strings them along until they get so frustrated that they hang up with her. But if you tie up one scammer with Daisy, the AI granny, then you are much less likely to get a scam phone call.
Right, because if you say, don't call me again, don't call me again, they'll just call you again. But if you say, call me whenever you want, I got Daisy here, they're like, let's just not call that person. Let's put them on our do not call list.
Exactly.
Daisy is an AI large language model, so very similar to ChatGPT, but she has the character application of a grandmother. But she's been trained by scam baiters. Her mission is twofold. So to waste scammers' time, as you just said, so they can't speak to real people like you and me. And secondly, to remind people that who you're speaking to on the other end of the phone aren't always who they say they are. No.
And that's with the scammers, right? They've been doing that to us for years.
Yeah.
Is you think that there's somebody that they're not, and now, boom, the scammy is not the person you thought
Beautiful.
they were.
Love that. How can I download that? Can I put it on my phone?
Not available for everybody
Oh,
yet. This
what?
is just AI Granny. They're testing it out, and they're finding that it's working. So
I'd like to use that when
I
I have relatives that call me and want to chat. Hold on.
Hello. Is this Kevin?
Just talk to Daisy for a bit. I'm busy.
This is Uncle Leslie and his wife just talking to
constantly.
Daisy forever. All right, America is going through some changes, let's be honest. Some of those can be tough changes. And as a result, some things that were in are out, and other things that were out are now in. This just in, freedom of speech. So you'll be hearing Merry Christmas, not Happy Holidays from some people. People saying, hey, let's take back the R word. I can say it if I want. And now this yep. That is.
Pull that clip, Allie saying
no,
that.
God damn it. No, please don't do that.
Oh, it's being taken.
I have seen both of these things in person in real life, by the way.
Take back the R word. Which R word are we talking about?
You know which one.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Restarted. Thank you. Thanks, Johnny. Johnny can use it because he is.
They've been using that on the video game Call of Duty for like years, so I wasn't aware it went away when it went away. Actually.
Yeah, I get it. All right.
Call of Duty is definitely a great place to use that word.
That's right. That's Johnny, and Johnny is definitely restarted.
Call of Duty, the bastion of PC culture.
Right.
And this is out now. Diversity. Companies that were once pushing diversity initiatives and inclusion are now rolling those policies back.
Oh, thank God. Am I right?
Walmart is ending their diversity initiatives, and they're removing some of their LGBTQ-related merch from their website, and they're winding down a nonprofit that funded programs for minorities. So all that's going away. Ford, Coors, they're making changes too. A company called Tractor Supply has walked back their inclusion programs, and they'll no longer sponsor Pride events.
Shocker that a company called Tractor Supply is no longer going to be doing their inclusion
I thought they were
events.
funding the Dyke March every year.
You would have
makes
thought.
sense.
You would have thought.
So now we can tell who was really about that change and the ones who were kind of just doing it for the optics. You know?
It feels like a lot of the companies do it for the optics, because as soon as one company starts doing something, they feel like we got to do something to make it seem like we love everyone. And it's just, how about you just be fair? Just do be decent people.
Yeah, well, they just follow the money, and you hear, like companies like Target and Bud Light who were trying to be overly inclusive, and then they were getting crap for that and getting backlash, and then people were boycotting them. So they're finding that it's a lot safer to be not inclusive.
818 says, I'm thrilled I can finally start saying Merry Christmas, retards, to everyone again. All right, that is not exactly what we're saying here.
Now,
do not pull that clip. I refuse. Do not pull that clip.
Omar, I know you were working on some of the Christmas stuff that you want to play.
I can include that.
Yeah, great. Sure. Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right.
A new top of the hour ID right there.
Super. Goddamn. Let's get through the holidays quickly before I get fired.
It's okay to say it now, Klein. You're good.
Trendsetter, baby. I was reading 818. Thanks a lot, 818.
Show.
Sweet dibbits, everyone. Just calling to say, stop. You guys are growing way too big, way too fast. Everybody's talking about you guys.
Nice.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Good morning and happy pre-feasting. Of course, today, supposedly, according to experts, not only the busiest travel day of the year, but the busiest travel day of your lifetime. Because we are going to set all sorts of new records just by being on the roads. So if you're on the roads right now, even if you're not going anywhere for Thanksgiving, congratulations, you're part of a record setter. You are now, you can brag to people that you're part of a world, I am part of a world record. Most traffic in the history of the world or something
I
like
was
that.
one of those 80 million people.
I was one of them. So we got some Pack Your Patience stuff to get to this hour on the show. Johnny doesn't know travel. Johnny has not done a lot of traveling in his life. He's only been on one flight ever, and he only went one way on that flight because he didn't want to fly back.
And he cried.
He cried on the flight. Yeah. Well, anyway, we'll get into some Johnny Doesn't Know, even though today is not a Friday. It's got them Friday vibes. So we will do Johnny Doesn't Know Travel as we are celebrating the busiest travel day of the year. That's coming up this hour on the show. Chance for you to win something from us here at KROQ. And, every once in a while we put something into what we call the Klein Alley Show Lifetime Achievement Hall of Fame Awards. It started with the blue IKEA bag that, we just feel like is an award-worthy thing that so many people have used for so many reasons. And since then, we've added a few other items.
Water bottoms.
Water bottoms, that little sip of water that's floating around in your car, an old water bottle. You never know if you could use it to drink or as an ashtray or to take a pill. And we have some Thanksgiving-themed Lifetime Achievement, regular things that you just don't think that much about. But when it comes to Thanksgiving, they are Lifetime Achievement worthy. So we'll get to that this hour as well on the show.
I was thinking about one that just really stood out. It is a standout every single year, and it continues to make my Thanksgiving.
Yeah, we all have something that we feel is worthy of that Lifetime Achievement honor. And you will help us determine which one of them will actually earn a spot in the Klein Alley Show Lifetime Achievement Hall of Fame, which is one of the greatest things that can happen to you if you're a product or a random thing.
We should probably make that Hall of Fame like an actual thing.
We
right?
should. At some point we will, but we probably also won't.
Yeah.
Then there's calls from you guys, of course, live at 800-520-1067. You can call any topic at all, anything on your mind. If you're sitting in traffic, just want us to keep you company. Love the interaction. And the GOAT line is always there for you, 844-956-GOAT.
Hey, y'all. Was listening to the show today. Y'all were talking about not doing things the same way as other stations, and I have to agree. The only exception, y'all kind of play the same music as they do. So, just pitching an idea here, even if it doesn't mean, I don't know, say Jake the Nerd or Johnny gets to pick the music for the day, maybe have a pick a song that's kind of out of the ordinary, not your typical, I don't know, Killers or Green Day or whatever. Anywho, love you guys. Hope to keep listening forever. You guys are all awesome. Sweet dibs. I don't know. I'm rambling now. Bye. Love you.
I like that suggestion. We can change up the music every once in a while. Just do a completely random song out of left field. Jake, what are you thinking? Anything at all? Go ahead.
12-minute Tool song.
All right, here we go. Oh, no, it's Friends Ferdinand. There'll be an acoustic Christmas. Will you? Tickets upcoming. Klein Alley Show. We are live, interactive, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. If you need us, the number's 800-520-1067 to join the show. You can text, you can call, and more importantly, you can win tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Coming up in just a few moments with the return of Johnny Doesn't Know Travel on this, the busiest travel day of the year. If you don't believe me, there's no shortage of news reports, and they always want to let everyone know that today is going to be just one giant cluster F. So it's one of those days where if you're not going anywhere, you get to sit on your couch and look at all the losers like Allie that are racing to the airport after the show today to get in long lines. And then there's these people.
But it is going to be a really big day at airports across the country.
The TSA is expecting the busiest Thanksgiving on record.
Busiest on record. Congratulations. We've done it.
Every year we throw out the record.
Yeah, it's really,
so that we can just say this is the busiest on record.
Yeah, this year I think they're saying it's 80 million. I'm not sure what the number is anymore because at some point it just doesn't even matter.
The FAA expects to have the most planes in the sky today. We're talking about
the most planes in the sky ever. We love records.
Come on.
That's what they're saying.
They're running out.
Today is going to be the day that the FAA says there will be the most planes in the sky.
Of any day.
Of any day.
Just look up and it's all planes.
I mean, that's unbelievable.
Planes in the sky today. We're talking about more than 50,000 flights.
So that's going to happen just today. And I think that's probably America. It's got to be just, right? Because they don't do Thanksgiving other places. So
yeah, I know, like Canada has their own Thanksgiving, but it's like different.
Yeah, it's not a real one. So like,
no one's flying as a Canada.
No.
We saw a line behind you before. How are things going right now, Ross?
They want so badly to just.
Once we saw a line.
They want pandemonium at the airport for these reports, and they can never get it when they go for the live shot. So here we go. He's trying to let everyone know there was a big line, which, not that wow.
We saw a line behind you before. How are things going right now, Ross?
Right now we're talking about 80 million people set to travel more than 50 miles from their home over the next few days. That's about 1.7 more million than last year. Various reasons for that, but big destinations are Florida, as well as Hawaii, California, and Vegas. Hawaii is where I'd like to be right now.
Oh, hilarious.
I like how he said various reasons. There's one reason.
Yeah. You're right, Jake. There's one reason people are at the airport, to travel. That's it.
Duh.
That is the one reason.
Why are you
here? You have to do what the people have done here. Check in early. Monitor your flight status. Arrive about 2 or 3 hours before your scheduled departure. Pack your medicine.
Pack your medicine. That's replacing pack your patience now.
Pack your medicine would actually be a much more relaxed experience for a lot more people.
Just make sure I got that Xanax.
It's worth repeating over and over and over again. Pack your patience.
Oh, there you go, Omar. They're still using it after all these years. They love it.
Is it worth repeating over and over again?
I mean, he sounds so broken down, but he didn't have to say that, but yet.
And over again, pack your patience.
Good advice, as always, Ross, and you're not.
No, it's not.
Unoriginal, same predictable sentence.
Yeah, same thing you said last year, Ross. Greatly appreciate it. You're such a Ross.
Good advice, as always, Ross, and you're not allowed to go to Hawaii. We need you here.
What?
God damn.
I do feel sad that they all have to work on Thanksgiving because they all have to be at the airport. Let's just do something for those people.
I think today
they all have to make the stupid jokes about going in your suitcase and, hey, can you take me with you? And someone should actually take them with them.
I think today we want to do something for you if you have to work on Thanksgiving, and I think we are going to give away a pair of Almost Acoustic Christmas tickets if you have to work on it, because there are people that just have to work for whatever reason.
Yeah, that sucks.
Nurses, I would imagine. There's a lot of jobs. I've had to work on Thanksgiving many years. So the idea. Movie theater, yeah, it's big. I mean, there's a lot of people that are working on Thanksgiving. Some people don't care because they don't have to be around their family, and they get
work at Denny's. It was pretty sad.
Time and a half.
All the single parents come in.
Oh, really?
Oh,
really?
Oh, man.
Yeah. We would have a Thanksgiving Day special for $12.99. It was the saddest meal ever.
All my mom's exes.
It's just all of them. Giant table. So anyway, just remember that later this morning we will make it worth your while if you are working on Thanksgiving, because there is something super frustrating when you hear all these people long weekend. I was annoyed hearing people that had been off since last Friday. I'm going, these people
I know.
rubbing it in our faces.
Yeah, and especially people who work at the airports.
Apparently Canadians celebrated Thanksgiving first. We stole it from them. According to the text line.
Oh, we steal everything. It's our thing.
Since 1604. All right, well, we'll take a quick break. We're back in a second. If you'd like to play a little game with us called Johnny Doesn't Know. Today, the theme is travel. Maybe you're traveling right now and you'd like to kill some time while you're on the road. Call us, 800-520-1067. The big dummy himself will be in the studio next for Johnny Doesn't Know Travel, and that is after this on KROQ.
KROQ's Almost Acoustic
Christmas this year.
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas, Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum. The Smashing Pumpkins, Beck, 311, Linda, Sublime, Franz Ferdinand, Jenny Eat World, AWOL Nation, Baby.
We'll tell you a song to listen for. Hear it, and Caller 20 wins tickets to the 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Presented by Gain.
Proceeds benefit Carlos Ninos and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center.
KROQ.
By far, the moment of the show I've been most excited about this morning. Entering the KROQ studios right now, the smartest man who probably works here is the engineer. Fixes all the many problems that we have on a regular basis and lets us know what to do when the emergency broadcast system goes off in the middle of the show.
Hi, Justin.
Justin
Hello.
is here. Hi, Justin. Justin, the engineer. Justin, do you think you're smarter than all of us?
Yeah.
I mean, probably.
And when we ask, we've all asked dumb questions before, right? Mm-hmm. Which one of us would you say asks the dumbest questions on a regular basis about fixing things or issues we have with our computers and the microphones?
You absolutely.
What's the last stupid thing that Klein did?
Probably having the monitors on the wrong selection. Yeah.
Am I right?
I don't even know what that means, but it sounds like something stupid.
Why don't you pay attention when Justin's in there, man? Then you don't have to bug him so much.
There's a lot of buttons here. I don't know what they do. I don't think most people know what they do. I think Justin does know what they do, but he has a way because he's really smart and he understands this stuff. Would you go to school for this and whatnot?
No, I did not.
What did you go to school for?
Radio.
So you went to school for this?
Yeah, I have a broadcasting degree.
So you wanted to be on the radio, like what we're doing every day.
Yeah.
You got the voice for it.
Yeah.
Do you still want to do that?
I would like to, but I started out doing what they're doing in there, Johnny and Vanessa, and in order to actually make money, I leveraged actually knowing how computers work and how to use the console.
See, that's why he's smarter than we are, because we just stayed at the part where we're like, let's just not make money.
But what percentage of your job, Justin, is walking into a room with a bunch of people getting flustered and then you pressing one button and then leaving?
At least 99%.
Yeah. It's just like, let me press
Restarting
one button.
is always the answer, right? Yeah, restart.
Yeah, that's the thing that's crazy, because I used to think that, like, you just restart it or punch it a few times, and usually that makes it go away. Well, we've all, what you don't realize is that when you solve a problem, usually you come in, you go, you're going to do that, and then you leave, and then we all do our best impression of you. So right now, we've got...
In a loving way, by the way.
In a loving way. We think you're great, and we absolutely...
We do think you're great. Klein learned your name like 2 weeks ago.
I know.
And
by the way, Justin's a super nice guy. Remember, he loaned Vanessa his personal vehicle for like a week.
Vanessa, when Vanessa ran over that bicyclist, she needed to get her car fixed. And I'll tell you who stepped up. One of Justin's many hobbies is this guy goes to like crazy auto auctions, and he, next thing you know, he shows up with these vintage cars. I don't know where you're getting.
Yeah, how many Rolls Royces do you have?
I just have one Rolls Royce.
Oh, okay. But how many cars do you have?
I have 9.
Okay.
He's got 9 cars.
God.
So anyway, here you're going to listen to all of our impressions of you, and I'm not going to say who's doing which impression, but you will judge these as to how good you think they are.
All right.
And do you think you sound a certain way, or do you not think that you sound like...
Oh, I know I sound a certain way.
Okay. Here's the first impression that one of us did of you.
Hi, it's Justin. I'm an engineer here at KROQ, and I work on the computers all day. Usually I like to make bagels for everybody, and I like to hang out with Johnny in the office. And sometimes he likes to impersonate me right in front of my face, and I don't like to admit it, but it is kind of funny sometimes.
All right. You think that sounds like you
kind of lost it at the end there.
Sometimes.
How do you...
I've been hearing Johnny do my impression of my voice for like a year now, and that's probably the worst one he's done.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, Johnny does a good impression of you, too.
What are you talking about?
Johnny,
That was clean, spot on.
Johnny,
I thought it was me.
When you do the impression of Justin, like when you're in the hall and you're messing with Allie and I, and you go like, everybody out, there's a bomb in the building, we think that that's really Justin saying that, because you do a really good impression of him. But that one...
Was that your Eddie Murphy impression? What's going on here?
Or is that just you?
Here's the second impression of you, Justin. Justin, the engineer, is in our building right now. Justin, what do you think of this guy's impression of you?
Hey, guys, I made some bagels. If you would like to have one, they're right here. Please eat one, or else I...
What the hell?
Might have to murder you.
Okay, that's a lot of people.
Who did that? What the hell?
I'm not going to say whose impression is whose just yet.
Why does he have an accent?
Hispanic in that one.
I don't know.
I would
That
like
got
to.
weird. You don't think about killing us, do you?
No.
Oh, see the way he said that.
Not yet.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, I
Here's
will at the end of this.
Now I'm not going to tell you whose impression of you this is, but I think you should take a listen because I think they almost nailed you spot on.
Hello, my name is Justin. I'm the engineer. I'm the one that fixes the audio when it's not working and when I get a frantic call. Sometimes I feel like I'm not appreciated, but I'm starting to learn that it's all in my head. So, if you need me, holla at me.
That one is the best.
Now I'm not saying which one of us. That could have been any of us, Justin.
Justin, have you ever said holler in your life?
Holla at me.
I'll tell you one
It
thing.
kind of just was like Vanessa's journal entry.
Yeah, I know.
So, if you need me, holla at me.
I don't. Justin, would you
You
rate?
said I go unappreciated.
Was that a good impression of you or no?
What she said, mostly, yeah. The sultriness of it, no.
Here's another one. Take a listen. This could have been any of us. We all do our impressions of you, but you have to pick which one of us does the best one.
Hi, my name is Justin. I gotta check the ISDN settings because I want to make sure that it's going to be sending a mix minus down the line. Because if it's not sending a mix minus down the line, then you're going to get yourselves back to each other. It's going to be really tough to communicate to the person on the other end of the ISDN. So let me just kind of check the board settings here and make sure that you're good to broadcast today.
Well, I did already say that today, so I think that's a winner so far.
That one's in the
That one's
lead.
a great one, but I also don't think I've ever heard you talk that much.
Yeah, you don't use that many words.
Yeah.
So. Yeah. Here's another person's impression
That one
of you.
was very nasally, too.
Very nasally. It's funny, each impression's getting slightly higher in decibel level. Justin is our engineer. He's in the studio now hearing all of our impressions of him, and we do these with love, and here's the next one.
Yeah, it's weird. They set up the system in a very strange way, but yeah, you can fire it from your board or I'll go check on the back company. Yeah, if you need me, I'm down the hall. You see, I got a new Porsche. It's a bidding war, but I got it.
A lot of audio wars. And this is the final one. I think you've heard four of
Does
them.
it offend you, Justin, that I'll be bringing
Don't
up
contact HR, dude.
Our bagels and cars?
I mean, that's pretty much all I do, so yeah.
He does get excited when he comes in. He's like, man, bagels again. They're getting
Yeah,
better.
I
This
know.
batch is
And
a
they
little
get better each time.
Here's final one.
Try restarting it. Yeah, maybe just give it a restart, see if that helps. Trust me, we're not operating on Windows 10 anymore. By the way, if anyone wants to go for a ride, I just got a new back seat. It's pretty cool. Anyway, I'll see you guys later. I'll be down the hall if you need me. You push any buttons, push them hard.
Okay. We've all done our impressions of you. Justin.
But who's doing which impression?
Which?
Don't know.
Which impression of you do you think was the most spot on? You get to decide. You are the person.
You are the person who we've been making fun of for the last 5 minutes.
I think Allie with the last one was the best.
Justin, you're so messed up, bro. Like, how are you going to choose hers over mine? Mine literally sounds just like
I
you,
brought up
dude.
your Porsche.
Oh, shut up and eat a bagel.
Oh, put your bagels back in your biscuits.
Mix minus.
So you're going with Allie.
I'm going with Allie.
Yeah!
Allie wins! God damn. She did go to school for impressions.
I famously voice matched a very famous celebrity.
Thank you for all that you do around here. We greatly appreciate you.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Don't push the buttons. Fine, thank you.
Klein Alley Show. KROQ.
Tomatoes. K-Rock, Klein Alley Show. Wednesday feels like a Friday, and in the studio right now, the man, the myth, the legend known as Postmaster Johnny. Here he comes, wearing his dad's old work shirt. Is that what that is?
This is my grandpa's name.
Oh, David, your grandma. And what did he do? He a delivery guy?
No, he worked at Galpin Ford.
Oh, look at that.
Years
What
ago.
a shirt right there. Johnny's in here. How fitting that you're wearing that shirt involving a car place, because today your questions are all about travel. It's the busiest travel day of the year, and all you got to do on the phones, and the phones are full because everyone loves playing Johnny Doesn't Know, is predict, will Johnny know or not know the answers to these very, very easy questions about all things travel and transportation. It's time for Johnny Doesn't Know.
Johnny doesn't know.
Big duty.
Oh, Johnny doesn't know.
Why are you laughing? Why are you laughing?
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know.
I'm not a soccer guy.
Johnny doesn't know.
Global soccer tournament that takes place.
In America or like in the world?
Global! Never heard of it?
Mr.
Not Olympics
Palacio
related.
Salad himself.
All right. Are you ready for this? Johnny.
Yeah.
All right.
I was like, what's still the song and what's still your guys' voice?
I don't know anymore. We got a lot of people on the phone that want to play against you. Let's say hi to Christina Riverside. We'll start there, make our way up and down these phones, questions, and all you got to do is predict. Good morning, Christina. Welcome to the busiest travel day of the year. Thanks for... Are you on the roads right now, or are you somewhere else?
No, I'm somewhere else.
All right.
I'm in my house.
You're not a part of breaking the record, but it's okay. First question for Johnny. We'll start easy. They get a little bit more difficult. Sometimes we start easy and they get easier because they have to. When pulling up to an airport, you can either head towards arrivals or what? Will Johnny know the answer to this very easy question? Allie, you seem like you're unsure that he'll know the word.
I don't think you will.
You don't? Allie doesn't think so. What do you think, Christina? Everyone who gets theirs right, write your name down. Pick one of you, give you a prize. Christina, will Johnny know the answer to this question? When you arrive at the airport, you can head towards arrivals or what?
Johnny will not know.
Will not know. Johnny, I know you've only been on one flight in your life, but I would imagine you've been to the airport before to pick people up or visit friends. So you look a little perplexed right now by what the question I'm asking.
Well, you said word, and I was thinking letter.
Okay.
Or like letters.
Go ahead. Like, explain.
So, like, you know when you go, like, yeah, it's like the arrival people that come. But then also, too, it's like, what else is there? It's the gate letters.
Mm-hmm.
Gate B,
Right.
Gate C, Gate E, on and on until Z. So
on and on till Z.
Wow, that was a massive airport.
Huge airport.
Well, that's at LAX because they have all those.
Yeah, I got
the
you.
places where you could go and drop people off.
Right. You're talking about the pillars.
Yeah,
Got
those
it.
thingies. Yeah.
Right.
So
you're saying your options when you get to an airport is you either go towards arrivals or towards the alphabet.
Arrivals, yeah, or Gate A, B, C, E.
There's not a word, one word that would be.
That would sum all that up.
Pick up.
So arrivals or pickup.
Yeah.
Okay.
You pick them up.
All right. Well, Jesus Christ.
Some would say that's just a synonym for arrivals.
Allie, I wrote this question down, and then I crossed this question out because I said it's just too easy. It's a waste of everyone's time.
I don't even think he knew that there were two separate areas.
Yeah, that's what got me too. Like, what
if I told you, Johnny, and by the way, Christina, you were right. Don't worry, you're going to get the point here. But if I were to tell you that there is a word of a different place you could go when you arrive at the airport, and it starts with the letter D, would
You're
you be
either arriving or you're...
You're either arriving or...
It starts with the letter D.
D?
Yeah.
Doomed? Because you're late for traffic.
All right.
Doomed?
All right, Christina, hold on. Good
Wait,
job.
what's the word? What's the word?
Thank you.
You really have no good guess?
I don't.
Arrivals or departures?
Oh, departures is the... Yeah, that is one, actually.
Yes,
yeah,
it is
I take that back.
It is the one.
I
It's
take
not
it
one.
back. Yes.
You take it back. You can't take it back.
Johnny took every test that way.
Yeah.
Big backsies.
Yeah.
Say hi to Jesus in Los Angeles who would like a shot. Johnny doesn't know. Here we go. Jesus, welcome to KROQ. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys.
All right, Johnny. Now I'm nervous to even ask this next question, but let's give it a shot.
So
if your car gets 20 miles a gallon.
Wait, let me get the paper and pen.
No, you don't need paper and pen.
Yeah,
dude.
you gotta draw an airplane.
You don't need
I have
it.
to. You
If
just
you're-
said math.
If your car gets 20 miles a gallon.
All
Okay,
he said was
go
a
ahead.
statement with a number.
I didn't say math.
Let me lock in. Go
If
ahead.
your
let me
car
go.
gets 20 miles per gallon, how many gallons would you need to travel to Kern County, which is exactly 100 miles away?
Thank you. Yes.
Oh, boy.
He's going to draw a car, dude.
He's going to draw something. He could draw a kernel of corn. I said Kern County.
So you said 100, and then you said 20 in there,
Your
right?
car's getting 20 miles a gallon. Before he finishes his scribbling, Jesus, will Johnny have the answer, yes or no?
Yes, he can get it. He'll get it.
Wow.
All right, Jesus has confidence in you. He is scribbling. Your car gets 20 miles a gallon. You have to travel exactly 100 miles to Kern County. How many gallons do you need to put in your car?
Well, I put 2,000 miles per gallon. 2,000 mpg.
Where did you come up with that?
Because you said 100 miles to get there.
Yes.
Right, correct?
Yes.
And then you said it's 20 miles to the gallon.
That's right.
20 times 100 is 2,000.
Why are you timesing them?
So you need to buy 2,000 gallons of gas?
No, that's how many miles to the gallon you get if you're
He
driving.
told you how many miles per gallon you're getting.
It's the question.
20.
So wait, what are we doing then? What's the
Oh, boy.
What's the calculation for this one?
How many gallons of gas will you use going 100 miles?
Hey, Sus, I'll give you a chance to change your mind before he...
Please.
All right, you're going to go to he won't get it?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to re-explain this to Johnny one more time and
I
give him a
see
shot.
He's already writing down another wrong number.
Well, hold on, wait.
Johnny, I'm going to say it one more time. Your
Go ahead.
car gets 20 miles per gallon.
Okay.
How many gallons would you need to travel 100 miles to Kern County?
Oh, 80. 100 minus 20, 80.
Why are you minusing?
Because he just said it. Just right.
You got it. Good job. Good job, Johnny. All right.
What?
It's 5 gallons. Johnny.
Yeah,
it's 5
it's
gallons.
5 gallons.
5 gallons. That's all you need.
Usually when I start questioning my own, then you do the answer. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's
Should have drawn a car, dude.
Wait, I did draw a car, but
You can't figure that how that's 5 gallons? You're getting
I thought it was actually 20 because you said 20 like 5 times in there.
Jesus, hold on. Jesus Christ.
Wait, how did you get 5?
He's like a beautiful mind with his.
Where did you get 5? I didn't write it anywhere on the paper.
Imagine if that were the formula at Goodwill Hunting on the chalkboard. All right, let's say hi to David in Garden Grove. Johnny doesn't know. So far,
20 times 5 is 100.
We can't.
But where did you get the 5 from, though?
Sweet dude.
Dividing.
Sweet tips.
Jesus Christ.
Johnny has gotten both of these questions very wrong, and these were the easier ones.
Oh.
I'm going to try to go even easier.
Okay.
Johnny.
Wait, did Jesus get that right? I'm sorry.
I
We
don't-
changed his.
I don't know.
I'm just going to give him a point.
Give him the point.
I'm going to be nice.
Poor guy.
Johnny, what does AAA stand for? A lot of people are going to be using AAA as they get stuck on the side of the road with flats, need a jump start.
Here we go. More letters.
AAA. What does AAA stand for? Been around for a long ass time. I think you even have AAA, don't you?
I used to, but I used it all up because my car blew up a lot of times
All
this
right.
year. So
So you used to have it. You were a card-carrying AAA member.
yes, sir.
You know
Can
a
you use it all up?
Yeah. I went over the mileage.
I don't think so.
Well,
Actually.
you can. You only have a certain number of toes a year.
Oh, okay.
I used 5 this year as opposed to my allotted 3.
Okay.
So, you've dealt with him many times. Johnny, do you know what it stands for? David, will he know the answer to this? What does AAA stand for, yes or no?
David won't know.
You're David.
Oh, I saw David on his shirt, so Johnny won't know.
Oh, yeah. He's
okay.
also wearing a David on his shirt. That is confusing. Yeah, Johnny won't know.
And thank you for watching the live stream.
Well, he's a net banger. He's watching and he's interacting. Love the people that are watching on YouTube, also calling in the live show. All right, Johnny, what does AAA stand for?
I got 2 out of the 3, and I think 2 out of 3 is good math, actually.
I cannot accept that, but what do you have?
The first A stands for automobiles.
Right.
The second A stands for airplanes. And then I don't have anything for the third A, actually. I ran out. I don't know what else.
You ran out of A transportation.
All right, he ran out of toes and he ran out of A's. The first A stands for American.
Automotive.
The second
American,
A
yes.
stands for automobile.
Yes, America.
And the third A stands for
America?
Association.
Jesus Christ, I was way off. Say it one more time.
American
Automobile Association. Do you think AAA helps airplanes that are stuck in the sky?
That's good, actually. Wait. AAA?
All right, David, hold on 1 second. I'll give one more person a shot. This is taking way longer than anticipated. Let's say hi to Hero. Hero, Southgate on KROQ. Last person. You ready to go?
Yeah.
All right. Will Johnny know, yes or no? You want the question first, or you want to just lock in on no?
Please give me the question first.
All right. The question is, what is it called if you have a flight, but then you have to land and switch planes before getting on to another flight to take you to your final destination? What is that time called that thing called that happens between your flights? Will Johnny know?
I don't think he's going to know.
No.
Okay.
No, I don't think he will.
Isn't that just like jet lag? Because like your plane's lagging behind.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, interesting.
So it's like, and maybe they call the plane the jet.
Let's just say you're flying from New York, L.A. to New York. You have to land in Chicago, and then you get on another plane, or even the same plane, and then it heads off. There's like a time there. You're in Chicago. There's a name for what that is.
Why are you stopping in Chicago, though?
I don't know, dude.
You have a connection because the plane doesn't go directly to the place you want to go.
Doesn't go direct.
You have to stop.
Oh, you have to stop?
Sometimes. And there's a term for that. You know what that term is?
Sometimes you don't have a direct flight.
You think it's jet lag?
Oh, wow. I didn't know it stopped, actually.
I thought every plane just went all the way to the destination?
I thought you could fly from LAX to Australia, kind of one way.
You can.
And I didn't think it stops.
But sometimes you can't.
But New York's closer, so why would it have to stop, like in Maryland or something like that, you know?
Right. That would be an interesting route. All right, so Johnny, do you have the answer? Yes or no? What's it called when the plane stops? He says you will not know this.
I'm going to stick with jet lag. Because the plane's lagging behind.
After all that, you're going to
stick with
your wrong answer.
I don't know any other term for
Good
it.
job, Hero. He did not get that. It's called a layover.
How do you get layover from that?
That's just the term, and everyone knows it.
What lays over, though? Your time?
Johnny, I don't know.
I don't even really know what the word comes from.
Now that I think about it, jet lag's a better word for it. But still, it's called a layover. Johnny, you got nothing right today. Really.
Jeez. All airplane ones, too. That was tough.
I'm still not convinced
We're
Johnny
not all airplane ones.
is a real person.
The math was the one I was actually closest on.
No, you were not. You gave us 8,000. Allie, who wins?
Hero.
Hero. You win on KROQ.
Time stood still, just like a photograph.
On the radio and on YouTube streaming. If you want to see what we look like, I don't know why you would, but maybe you're trying to start a cleanse today or something. You can check us out on KROQ's YouTube as well. All them net bangers, and there's a side chat happening there. Of course, the text line chat's going on at 800-520-1067.
626 said, now I know that at $4 a gallon, it's going to cost me $8,000 to drive to Kern County today.
It is the most expensive destination you can get to this time of year, and many people just even questioning the authenticity of Johnny. Is that a real person? Can he truly be that dumb? Is there something that is the opposite of artificial intelligence? Artificial unintelligence, perhaps, but that's real deal, and that is Johnny.
424 wanted to know if Johnny was AI.
Yeah, perhaps. I mean, if I didn't watch that happen with my own eyes and look at that math problem he was writing down, I wouldn't have believed it either.
Yeah.
You can watch all the clips. We'll put them up later if you're not already following along on Instagram and on YouTube as well. There are things in life that are just regular things, and then there are things and people that end up getting these honors. And one of the greatest honors you can ever receive is called a Lifetime Achievement Award. And it usually goes to some old actor or actress, been doing it for a long-ass time, and they're like, hey, Meryl Streep, another Lifetime Achievement Award. But what about those things that make our lives better every day, or in this particular case, at least once a year? It's time for your Thanksgiving edition of Lifetime Achievement Award nominees.
Klein Alley Show Lifetime Achievement Award.
So we are all going to present to you something we believe is worthy of a Lifetime Achievement Award, and you will determine through your votes on the text line and your calls at 800-520-1067 which one of these items is Lifetime Achievement Award worthy, and perhaps something that you will be using to make your life better as soon as tomorrow. Allie, would you like to begin the nominees?
Well, I think that when it comes to Lifetime Achievement with Thanksgiving, a lot of people would think of leftovers because they're there for you when you've, kind of given up already, but you don't want to do a whole lot of work to keep eating. But I would like to nominate a beverage for Lifetime Achievement, and it is
You're back to water bottoms again?
No. Not Nog. No, Nog is great. I love Nog. But it is the random bottle of booze that is in the back of a cabinet or sitting. It's the only bottle left in the wine cellar. If there is a home where there's not a lot of alcohol being drunken at any given time, but you still need more booze and you got to get through the evening, you're digging through the cabinets and you find that one bottle, whether it's booze or wine or a case of beer, whatever it is, that bottle is there for you so that you don't have to drag your ass to the store on Thanksgiving to continue getting drunk.
Yeah, it is sad when you're rushing out to try to find a place where you can buy some liquor. It's like really lets the person know this is how intolerable their family is, that they had to rush out and get that in.
The amount of times I've had to do this with my sister, it's like, okay, are we going to Walmart? No, let's keep digging. And then we always find something. And I don't care what it is. I mean, I'm drinking like Rioja, and I would never drink it. And I'm like, all right, here's what we're doing. Thanksgiving.
Like you find like your mom had some bottle of like half-drunk gin from 60 years ago.
I'm
You're
like, we're getting creative. We're doing it.
All right, Allie's nominating that hidden, potentially half-drunk bottle of booze that allows you to not have to run out and buy more booze.
The forgotten bottle.
The forgotten bottle of booze. It's a good nominee. John, you wanted to nominate?
Yes, sir. I actually would like to nominate the house dog who goes under the table and you could feed him the leftover food that you hate. You know what I mean? It's like when your aunt stuffs like your plate with all the nasty stuff and you're like, thanks, Tia, whatever. And then like you sneak it to the dog under the table like, here, take a little. Like,
is this the same aunt that's bringing you pink salad?
Is that the fellatio salad aunt?
Actually, you know what? This was one of her parties, actually, but this was Easter, not Thanksgiving.
Oh, okay. Interesting. What does she serve there?
I can't remember, but...
Rim job souffle?
Rim job souffle, yes.
All right. So Johnny says the dog that is able to eat the things that you don't want on your plate because it was gross. Or you don't
I would say the dog in the place in general, because the dog can be a good breakaway if you want to get out of a conversation as well.
You know, originally, Allie, I was thinking about the TV that gets brought into, because sometimes people separate the eating from the TV, but there's just so much good TV on, the day of Thanksgiving, that the person that actually makes the decision to put the TV in the room with the family, the extra TV
during Thanksgiving dinner?
Thanksgiving, to really just say, let's just not even converse with each other. But then I was thinking that's not Lifetime Achievement worthy. And, if you have people over, there's always like someone that doesn't have a seat. And the Lifetime Achievement Award nominee has to go to either the random item around your house that can also be a seat. Sometimes it's just a big block you randomly have, or that one random extra chair.
Does anyone have a big block laying around?
Yeah. I feel like every once in a while you just find some random thing and you're like, that could be a seat. That's going to be what you're sitting on. And it's always sad when you're the person in that one rusty folding chair from the garage.
Yes.
But that one extra chair or that one outdoor chair that happens to be the one that is such a huge thing because when someone showed up with a +1 you didn't expect, or when something happened, that one extra rogue thing that either serves as a chair or the chair.
What's great is that
such a massive addition.
My
You need
grandma
that.
swore by those, and she had those little crappy chairs, but they were always way lower
Yeah.
than the dining room chairs.
yeah.
So the person who was
Just their head
the plus
floating
one,
above the table. I know.
You're like, you pass the butter and they can barely reach their arm over the table.
But still, it was like that or no chair at all.
Yeah.
And at that point, it's like there's always, I mean, that's when I think of any Thanksgiving I've ever had. There's like the set of chairs that match the table and then the one or two rogue chairs, which I think are worthy, especially on Thanksgiving. And those are helpful at other times too. Maybe a random card game, guys come over for poker, but that random extra chair that you're like, that could be a chair or that is a chair is huge.
424 wanted to nominate also the thing that can randomly be a footrest. That's not normally a footrest.
That's decent. And I saw a lot of people on the text line said the turkey baster, because not only does it make sure your turkey is juicy, but it can impregnate lesbians.
Yeah, there you
So
go.
I
Double
thought that
usage.
was worthy as well. Let us know in your votes, which one do you think is worthy of making it as a Lifetime Achievement Award winner? We'll come back with the results in a moment. 800-520-1067. You voting for the random bottle of forgotten booze, the dog that will eat all of the stuff that you don't actually want, or that thing that becomes that one extra chair you need? Something will make it into the Lifetime Achievement. We'll come back with the results in your ADD News. And then the weirdest relative in America search continues and concludes next.
So long I've been waiting, girl, you know I've been anticipating for the day you'd come my way. Now you're here and I got to say, you're my adrenaline, you're my fire. Girl, you make me wanna reach up higher. No star is too far. Spread your wings as we reach up for the sky. Give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love.
I see the lightning, feel the thunder. Girl, it's time for us to go down under. I've got you, and you got me. Let's get together and make some memories.
Give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love. I got a shoulder you can lean on.
When
Times get bad, don't be sad. Right here by your side. Yeah, yeah. True love's so hard to find.
When you get it, got to hold on tight.
I got you, and you got me. Let's get together and make some memories. Give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love. Give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love, girl. Now give me your love, give me your love.
votes are coming in hot and heavy on the text line. What will make it into the Thanksgiving-themed Lifetime Achievement Award? That extra thing that becomes a chair at the table? The random forgotten bottle of booze? Or the dog that apparently not only eats the gross food, but also keeps the floor clean? We'll give you the results after this one from Modest Mouse. Then we'll get into your ADD news before we kick off a brand new hour of the show on this, the busiest travel day of your lifetime. Next, KROQ. KROQ, some Modest Mouse. We'll get into your news in just a moment, but first let's announce the big winner.
Klein Alley Show Lifetime Achievement Award.
A lot of write-in votes here, mostly for Johnny's aunt's fellatio salad. But
they're voting for the dog, not my aunt.
You know, what's interesting here, Allie, is that even though I believe that I brought the greatest item that will be the savior of many Thanksgivings, and that is the random thing that becomes that extra chair you need or that random extra chair you've ended up having, did not win the vote. It
Someone
was,
for his aunt's cunnilinguini.
The cunnilinguini is delicious.
That's good.
Overwhelming, though, and congratulations, because you're now going into the Klein Alley Show Hall of Fame Lifetime Achievement Award, is the dog.
Yeah.
The dog that
overwhelmingly won.
Overwhelmingly won. The amount of things that the dog does, especially when they eat the bones and then sit there and hack for a while and everyone gets scared, but then they finally get it out and everyone has a sigh of relief. They say that dog eating the stuff you don't want but also keeping the place clean is the front runner. And as 208 put it, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I side with Johnny. Dog wins. So congratulations. That random dog or the dog that's under the table that you're always told not to eat, not to feed because turkey apparently is poisonous for them or something is the winner.
I don't think you're supposed to feed them.
You're not supposed to. And you're definitely not supposed to let them pick at the carcass. But whatever, people do it anyway. Let's get to your news now. Then we'll get into a brand new hour of the show, and that will be the hour that we will find out once and for all Who is the weirdest relative in all of America? Once again, we'll need some more voting from you coming up next hour. And we got acoustic Christmas tickets for you if you're forced to work on Thanksgiving. We got that all happening this morning. But first,
grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. Oh, I dropped my pizza.
The media will tell you over and over again to pack that patience. But what are we packing our patience for is the question. Here are just some of the delays that have happened at LAX and beyond this week. First of all, there was the guy who was on his way to see his family. He's already been arrested at LAX because he checked 2 suitcases. Mr. Moneybags, right? Checking 2 suitcases.
Paid for 2?
That's like $100 right there.
Check 2, paid for 2? Oh.
Amazing. In the suitcase, it was filled with clothing. Nothing alarming there. Only the clothes were caked in meth.
Oh.
And one of the pieces of clothing included cow pajama onesies that were also caked in meth. And I just think that that's a creative one, you know, as far as like you think that you have to bundle it up and shove it inside something, and you're like, what if it is the thing?
Yeah.
What if I just cake it in the thing and it looks like clothes and they have no idea?
Because if they see like a duct tape bundle, a brick of something in the x-ray machine, they're going to assume that is drugs, cash, whatever, definitely illegal. But if you can figure out a way to make the meth seamlessly cover the fabric.
And in an x-ray, maybe it would just seem like dirt or dander or something. Right. You know, obviously it didn't work, but
this guy's got terrible dandruff. But whatever, let him through.
This guy has really got to clean himself. So that was something that seemed innocent but wasn't. Even things that are innocent and will also cause delays. This happened.
Item in a checked bag set off TSA scanners. Joseph, you've got details. You found out what that item was, and I think a lot of people will hear what you have to say and go, no way, that's really what caused all this chaos?
Yeah, Taylor.
Jesus Christ.
They are just getting longer.
Really? Unbelievable. I understand this if they're going to someone who's like, you know, in the middle of war-torn something. And
this is like a 15-minute drive for some people at some of these airports.
I don't know. They should be right next to each other. It should be instant.
I don't think at like
Christ.
On the ISS, it's not as much of a delay.
No, it's not.
A snow globe. That's what it was inside of a checked bag that kind of set off a lot of red flags to TSA and put the airport on lockdown. They notified all local law enforcement and they evacuated the entire airport.
Over a snow globe?
Yeah, because they thought it was a bomb. So they had a bunch of people on planes. They deplaned all those people. They evacuated the whole airport. They spent 2 hours investigating, having the bomb squad come out, and eventually figured out, no, it's actually just a snow globe. So if something looks like a bomb, that would be even more obvious. Is just, I'm going to have something that literally looks like a bomb. It's bomb-shaped. You know, like bombs don't look like...
That's old-timey bomb.
Yes,
you know what I mean?
They don't look like that anymore.
Yeah.
There's a fuse on it.
Yeah,
right? Yeah. It says TNT on the side.
It's not like an Acme bomb.
It also looks like a snow globe, though, too. Like, you would think...
Those old-timey ones do.
Yeah, like you would think you could be like, wait a minute, that's just a snow globe.
It's like someone's first day at TSA, and they're like, hold on a minute, guys. That is a bomb.
I've seen this before.
Yeah, in a Looney Tunes episode.
Not on my watch.
So I know everybody loves a feel-good story around the holidays, but this feel-good story, I think, has gone too far, and let me know if you agree. Every year, I see this story come up on my feed about Wanda Dench and Jamal Hinton, the former strangers who met 8 years ago in a mistaken text message.
Oh, they're still doing Thanksgiving
together? And then the
together?
grandma was like, you can come to Thanksgiving if you want. And the guy was like, okay, I will. And now this is their 9th Thanksgiving celebration this week. And every single year they post their little selfie of like, we're still doing it. And I'm like, can we just end it now? Like, I get the joke. We did it. All right? You did it.
Mm-hmm.
You don't need to try and do the viral moment every year again for
What's
Thanksgiving.
The joke? There's no joke there. I think they're
unlikely strangers. We love each other.
Yeah.
I'm still a cool grandma.
I mean,
Get over it.
I remember the first year.
Man, you are cold.
Allie is a cold bitch. The first year it happened, I remember it was a big deal. It responded to the wrong text, and now they're having Thanksgiving together, and it was very unlike old lady, young kid. And then year 2 was a big deal because they're doing it again.
Yes.
Now year 8, it does feel like it's all thirsty.
Like, stop writing about it then.
Right.
If they're
Are they making money from this, do you think?
They must.
In any way, shape, or form?
You think it's
everything's about money?
Yeah, there's got to be. If not, they're not doing this the right way.
Butterball's paying them.
They got to get a better manager. We get into a brand new hour of the show. We do it right now. Will this be the greatest hour of your life? Probably.
K-Rock's Klein Alley Show.
Good morning. It's time for a morning show with the stupid man, effing Kevin. Sally Johnson. Here on the world famous KROZ.
106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous K-Rock.
What a morning already. Busiest travel day of the year. Thanks for spending some of it with us here at K-Rock. Nice to meet you. Klein Alley Show. In your ear hole. Some new listeners checking in. People forced to listen to the show for the very first time. Others saying, guys, I put you on and I've got my family in the car heading to the airport, heading out of town. So you're stuck with us. Make it worth your while this hour. We will meet the finalists for America's Weirdest Relative. And just when you think you're going to go hang out with your weird relatives, you have no idea what weird really means. We've been whittling it down for over a week now. And today's the day we'll officially give out that sash of weirdness to the weirdest relative in all of America, plus give away those 4 on the floor for K-Rock's Almost Acoustic Christmas. If you're forced to work on Thanksgiving, we feel for you. And even if you're forced to work but you're okay with it because you get time and a half or whatever, we will still make it worth your while by hooking you up with Almost Acoustic Christmas tickets. That's coming up later as well. And a very active text line now and a very active phone line. Let's say hi to Andrew, who's been on hold. What's up, Andrew?
What's up, Klein? Happy Thanksgiving.
Happy pre-Thanksgiving. Thanks, Sweet Divots.
I'm a net banker over here. We got a request. We want to hear the Weekend song today.
Ah, yes. I was seeing some requests for that on the YouTube feed and on the text line.
All right, yeah, we'll wrap up the show with the Weekend song because I know that this is kind of an unofficial Friday for many. So we will get you into your Thanksgiving break with some Weekend song. But that won't be Merry Christmas, retards. I don't like that.
Whoa, dude.
I don't like that.
Wow. Can't do that.
That came out of left field, and I don't like it.
I don't like it either. Let's delete that one.
Without the context, that is problematic.
That was a huge problem. No, okay, for context, we were talking about how people...
Who cares about context, Alex?
are using that word again.
Context doesn't matter anymore.
Klein was joking.
And Klein was all for it.
No, I was reading a text from 818 for the record, but what's it matter?
Don't blame 818.
I'm blaming you, 818. All right, anyway, got a decent hour planned for you. Lots going on, so stick around with us here. And we will find out together. Oh, my uncle's joining
play
us.
that again? Oh, okay.
No one said no one said that. No one said that.
Play it for Uncle Leslie when he calls.
You know what? You know what the most offensive part of that is, Omar, is that I didn't say Happy Holidays. That's the problem. This is K-Rock Klein Alley Show. Pack your patience. Hang out with us this morning. Get some tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. That's all you got to do. We are Klein Alley Show. Thanks for hanging out this morning. It's a weird thing that happened to me yesterday where once again I became the bad guy when I was trying to do a good thing. And this seems to be a theme. And it's a theme that I don't like at all. I'd love to get away from it in 2025. But, dating back to the time I helped that person get their luggage off a train only to realize that I helped steal a suitcase. And the time I tried to help a guy get into his locked car only to find out he was trying to break into a neighbor's car. There's a few times I've tried to help out, and I feel like I've only made the situations worse.
When will you learn not to help people?
And this is the thing, is eventually I'm just going to be one of these guys like, sorry, I can't help because I don't know how to help properly. I try. My heart is in the right place.
I will hurt you if I continue to help you.
If I help you, I'm going to get arrested somehow. And yesterday was a situation. It was kind of similar. I was walking to my car in a very crowded parking lot, and this is officially that time of year where every parking lot, especially if there's shopping going on, is just jam-packed. And people are
frantic energy already.
Annoyed, and they're circling, and they can't find spots. And someone did the thing where they pulled up next to me, in their car, and they said, is one of these yours? And pointed to, the 30 cars ahead.
Oh, as you were walking, they were casing you? Oh,
and
wow.
I said, yeah. And they go, oh, great. Can I get your spot? I said, sure. And they kind of trailed me as I was walking to my car. And I got in the car.
They were waiting for so long because you walked so
slow. I walked very slowly. And I purposely walked slower when I knew they were trailing me, too. And I get to my car. I get in. I don't do that thing like a lot of idiots do where they sit there and then they decide once they're in and they know people are waiting, they check their phone and they start readjusting mirrors.
Oh, no. When you know you've got someone on your tail, you got to get the
I don't even put my seatbelt. I just back out as quickly as possible.
You are a quick pull-outer.
So I back. Thank you.
That's what his wife says.
That's right. That's exactly what she says. So I get there, I get in my car, I pull out. As I'm pulling out, I am unintentionally, I guess, blocking the person that had already asked me to take my spot next because I had to pull out kind of in front of them. They were to the left of me, I guess. And in that time, another car that saw that I was pulling out decided to basically pull into my spot because I was...
Oh, that was on the right.
I was basically doing a pick and roll. Like I was picking the car that had asked me for my spot. Now, at this point, I don't, frankly, Allie, I don't care. I don't have any...
You dart out of there, dude.
Yeah, I got my spot, I got my stuff, I'm leaving. But as I am now basically eye to eye with the person that asked for my spot, and I'm watching another person pull into the spot, this guy looks at me like I violated some promise I made to the guy. Like I somehow should have been like, whoa, no, spot is claimed by this dude I met 4 seconds ago. So he's looking at me with mad eyes, going and his hands up, like gesturing. What's up, dude? Like we had a deal, with verbal contract, and I'm going, and I go, like what am I supposed to honk at the guy who's pulling? I just pulled out. He doesn't know who I am. He doesn't know who this guy is.
No, well, you could have given that person a look.
What a look? What look?
Look, there's already someone waiting.
Yeah, or point at the cars like that guy has
Did the other
it or
guy
whatever.
have his blinker on or anything?
Yeah, I believe he had a blinker on, but
because the way Klein pulled out, he pulled out and blocked that car, so the guy probably didn't even see him. So you gave him a disadvantage by the way you pulled out.
So what am I supposed to do?
You pull out the other direction.
Couldn't do it. One way situation. I had no option.
Then why was that car on the other side?
It was because it was right where the merge. It was a merge spot, so the guy was able to basically do a quick swoop in. And I'm a big fan of I understand there's etiquette in a parking lot, but there's also opportunity. Sometimes you got to take that opportunity.
And sometimes it happens right when you get into the parking lot.
Yeah,
you see a spot and you're just like, boom, ha.
And you if you take a second to even think and ponder and go, there's probably someone waiting, it'll be gone.
And then you immediately get out of your car and walk away before anybody can get pissed at you.
So this guy, now I've blocked the guy that had just asked me. I mean, he was pleasant enough. He rolled the window down and said, hey, one of these cars yours? Yeah, up there. Oh, can I have your spot? Yeah, of course. I don't care. Not my spot.
Did it seem like he'd been circling for a while?
He seemed to know it. Yeah. He's
like,
he seemed annoyed.
Please, when you're asking people that are walking, it's probably been a while.
So then he gives me this. He went from being appreciative to then looking like he truly hated me because not only did I lie to him, but it's like I somehow was responsible for him not getting the spot. And I just he's giving me the what the hell, and then I'm going back to him going, what am I,
because he doesn't have any ammo, it's just his word against the other guy's word, like I saw it first. You're the middleman. You're the one who's like, no, I am the witness. I know who was here first, and it was him.
Didn't this happen to you at a Costco? Like the exact same thing, only with carts?
Yes.
Yes, this has happened to me in lots of places with different things. But I'll say that in this particular case, it ended with the guy letting out a pretty aggressive FU, and I wasn't sure if the FU...
you?
That's what I wasn't sure about as I was driving off. I go, was the FU at the guy that kind of snuck up and took the spot? That's where it should have been directed, but it felt like it cut me kind of hard, where I don't usually care about getting an FU from a stranger, but this one was like, oh, man.
And I don't know said what you're doing is a dick move. Other cars have done that to me when I'm waiting for a spot.
What I'm doing?
I think they
what
knew
I'm
you.
doing? What did I do? I did nothing.
Well, the person who takes the spot is a dick, but the person, it seems like, didn't know that another person was waiting. So you knew that someone was waiting.
So what? So I'm supposed to vocalize that? Hey, I promised my...
I think you do, like Omar said, you have to do a look. You have to do a look and a gesture like, hey, whoa. Stop what you're doing. This guy was waiting first. He claimed the spot.
How do you do all that with what you're showing me with your hands right now, what you're saying with your mouth?
All these things work.
Allie is waving her hand like she's the Queen of England,
Hey.
and then she's doing like she's wafting a fart. And she's trying to explain to me that everyone knows what that means. Okay,
This
great.
person.
Wonderful. That's it,
And
Allie.
then you don't fully pull out until they have seen your gestures
Okay.
and
Great.
reversed and gone somewhere else.
In a moment, we'll meet the finalists, guys. A lot of votes came through, a lot of submissions. Who will be the weirdest relative in all of America? We'll find out next on KROQ.
KROQ's almost acoustic.
Christmas this year.
The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas. Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum. The Smashing Pumpkins, Beck, 311, Linda, Sublime, Franz Ferdinand, Jenny Eat World, AWOL Nation, Baby.
We'll tell you a song to listen for. Hear it, and Caller 20 wins tickets to the 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Presented by Gain.
Proceeds benefit Carlos Niños and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center.
KROQ.
Traffic warnings, concerns, and packing your patience, but probably other things going on as well. So let's get into it. It's time for the first check of the news with your ADD News. Then we get into a brand new hour of the show, probably the greatest hour of your life. If you're stuck in traffic, might as well be stuck with us. And here is your news.
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. I can already feel myself getting dumber.
Yeah, we could talk about traffic and packing your patience, but let's talk about how the holidays are the Super Bowl for scammers. Scammers have stolen roughly $1 trillion globally in the last year, give or take. And there might finally be a good, effective solution because everyone knows that those do not call lists do not work. This one does work, at least so far. And her name is Daisy, the AI Granny. A confused old lady who will pretend not to know anything about technology and will spend a ton of time on the phone with scammers so you don't have to. And here she is.
3 times W and then dot.
I'm just trying to have a little chat.
I think your profession is bothering people, right? It's nearly been an hour. For the love of...
Gosh, how time flies.
Oh, so they think, the scammers think, oh, good, we got a gullible old lady. We can go ahead and milk her inheritance and her retirement fund.
Oh, yeah, because she has been trained to be ideal for scammers.
Right.
And she doesn't know anything about technology, and she just wants to talk. And she's like, well, let me get my wallet. And they're like, oh, great.
Perfect.
And then she just strings them along until they get so frustrated that they hang up with her. But if you tie up one scammer with Daisy, the AI Granny, then you are much less likely to get a scam phone call.
Right, because if you say, don't call me again, don't call me again, they'll just call you again. But if you say, call me whenever you want, I got Daisy here, they're like, let's just not call that person. Let's put them on our do not call list.
Exactly.
Daisy is an AI large language model, so very similar to ChatGPT, but she has the character application of a grandmother. But she's been trained by scam baiters. Her mission is twofold. So to waste scammers' time, as you just said, so they can't speak to real people like you and me. And secondly, to remind people that who you're speaking to on the other end of the phone aren't always who they say they are. Now,
And that's with the scammers, right? They've been doing that to us for years.
Yeah.
Is you think that they're somebody that they're not, and now, boom, the scammy is not the person you thought
Beautiful.
they were.
Love that. How can I download that? Can I put it on my phone?
Not available for everybody
Oh,
yet. This
what?
is just AI Granny. They're testing it out, and they're finding that it's working. So
I'd
they're
like to
gonna
use that
expand
when I have relatives that call me and want to chat. Hold on.
Hello. Is this Kevin?
Just talk to Daisy for a bit. I'm busy.
This is Uncle Leslie and his wife just talking
Yep,
to Daisy
constantly.
forever. All right, America is going through some changes, let's be honest. Some of those can be tough changes. And as a result, some things that were in are out. and other things that were out are now in. This just in, freedom of speech. So you'll be hearing Merry Christmas, not Happy Holidays from some people. People saying, hey, let's take back the R word. I can say it if I want. And now this Yep. That is.
Pull that clip, Allie, saying that.
God damn it. No, please don't do that.
Oh, it's being taken.
I have seen both of these things in person in real life, by the way.
Take back the R word. Which R word are we talking about?
You know which one.
No, I don't.
Okay.
Okay.
Restarted.
Thank you. Thanks, Johnny. Johnny can use it because he is.
They've been using that on the video game Call of Duty for like years, so I wasn't aware it went away when it went away, actually.
Yeah, I get it. All right.
Call of Duty is definitely a great place to use that word.
That's right. That's Johnny, and Johnny is definitely restarted.
Call of Duty, the bastion of PC culture.
Right.
And this is out now. Diversity. Companies that were once pushing diversity initiatives and inclusion are now rolling those policies back.
Oh, thank God. Am I right?
Walmart is ending their diversity initiatives, and they're removing some of their LGBTQ-related merch from their website, and they're winding down a nonprofit that funded programs for minorities. So all that's going away. Ford, Coors, they're making changes too. A company called Tractor Supply has walked back their inclusion programs, and they'll no longer sponsor Pride events.
Shocker that a company called Tractor Supply is no longer going to be doing their inclusion
I thought they were
events.
funding the Dyke March every year.
You would have
makes
thought.
sense.
You would have thought.
So now we can tell who was really about that change and the ones who were kind of just doing it for the optics. You know?
It feels like a lot of the companies do it for the optics, because as soon as one company starts doing something, they feel like we got to do something to make it seem like we love everyone. And it's just, how about you just be fair? Just be decent people.
Yeah, well, they just follow the money, and you hear, like companies like Target and Bud Light who were trying to be overly inclusive, and then they were getting crap for that and getting backlash, and then people were boycotting them. So they're finding that it's a lot safer to be not inclusive.
818 says, I'm thrilled I can finally start saying Merry Christmas retards to everyone again. All right, that is not exactly what we're saying here.
Now,
do not pull that clip. I refuse. Do not pull that clip.
Omar, I know you were working on some of the Christmas stuff that you want to play.
I can include that.
Yeah, great.
Sure.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
Thank you. All right.
A new top of the hour ID right there.
Super. Goddamn. Let's get through the holidays quickly before I get fired.
It's okay to say it now, Klein. You're good.
Trendsetter, baby. I was reading 818. Thanks a lot, 818. Started with hundreds of relatives that were submitted to us, like it does every single year. This is the third annual search for America's Weirdest Relative. Now, tomorrow, you may be at the table, sitting across from people, wondering how are you related, trying to do that 23andMe to make sure that you don't share DNA. But in a moment, we will meet who we believe to be the actual weirdest relatives in America. And we will give away that title and those tickets next on KROQ. K-Rock, Klein Alley Show. So excited for this. The moment of truth is finally here. You'll all be around, potentially family, friends, or maybe not, maybe by yourself, eating some turkey jerky on Thanksgiving. That's cool as well. But we are searching for America's weirdest relative, and we have met so many amazing, weird people over the past, week or so since we started this. And I'm always blown away because these are all real-life stories, and everyone's got real life. That's why we try to keep the show 100% authentic and real, because the realness of the stories that you guys brought to us, to me, are the greatest part, and that is why we needed to whittle this down to just two. We're going to introduce you to them in a moment, and then pageant style, they will battle it out for the ultimate title, America's Weirdest Relative. Here we go.
It's time to find America's Weirdest Relative.
What an honor to be at this point in the competition. You know, when we started this, Allie, we met so many people. We met Merlin, whose aunt was a cheek biter. We met Hector, whose uncle had his own pee bucket. Nellie, whose brother would pick his nose and flick it at people in traffic, but he had a nub for a finger because he shot it off or something.
Oh, yeah.
Cindy, whose cousin Ernie would sniff people as they walk by. Mike, whose uncle growls at people when he meets them. Then there was Ryan, whose uncle lives in a van and sells karaoke machines out of that van in front of a donut shop.
Yeah, and he got mad when he tried to nominate him.
And we got to the finals. I mean, there were so many here. The uncle that took his Thanksgiving dinner to the bathtub and took a bath while eating Thanksgiving. We got a chance to meet him in the finals. And
hear that really long story
Michelle,
about why he ended up in the bathtub.
Michelle, whose uncle was fighting self-defense dolls, then putting them in clothing and sitting with them on a couch. And Benjamin, whose grandpa watches loud porn on his phone. I mean, there was just so many. And then there was Tara, whose uncle wears everything yellow. But when all was said and done, we tabulated all the texts and all the votes and listened to all the messages on the GOAT line. There were two people that really stood out, and those are the two people that will be joining us in the finals right now. And I think the audience has done a good service. I believe these are the two people that should be here right now.
Yeah, and for very different reasons. Two very different levels of weird here.
So the first person that is going to be joining us in the finals was submitted to us by listener Cassandra, and it was her uncle. And right away when she heard about this competition, she said, I got an uncle that is so weird that he doesn't even let me call him uncle. I have to call him Captain. And this is entering the finals right now. Contestant number 1 is Captain Uncle Steve. Captain Uncle Steve, good morning.
Hi.
And welcome to the finals. We got a chance to meet you a few days ago, and you beat it was thick competition that day, my friend, and you made it through, and congratulations on being here in the actual finals.
I'm thrilled. I'm very delighted.
If you remember, Captain Uncle Steve Alley has a house, but he doesn't live in his house. He lives in an area that he's created that's a side house that he calls the Mermaid Grotto.
Yeah, and Klein, did you see a picture of Captain Uncle Steve?
I don't think I did.
Oh, I've seen it.
Was that the guy with the big white beard?
Yeah.
Oh, is that really you, Captain?
He's got kind of scraggly beard.
I thought that was like a meme. I thought that was like a Jack Black picture or something. That's real.
That's me.
Oh, you do look weird. I'll give you credit. I mean, you look as weird as you sound.
Excellent.
Like a grizzled old captain.
Yeah. So, and you live in the Mermaid Grotto, and we learned a couple of weird things about you. You do taxidermy for hobby, but it's not real taxidermy. You like to put a bunch of heads from animals together and give them out as gifts. And, and you say you've been weird your whole life, and that's a term that you embrace, and you're cool with it. So for you to earn this title today would be life-changing for you, right?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Absolutely. I'm counting on it.
Okay.
You've always worn your weird flag proudly.
Oh, yes. Ever since I was a little kid, drawing creepy drawings and things, everybody's always told me how weird I was. And I totally embrace it. There's enough normal out there in the world to go around. We need some weirdness.
Cassandra, first of all, congratulations on your uncle making it this far. When you tell everyone, all your friends always this time of year, oh man, my family's the weirdest, and you probably have been saying for years now, trust me, no one can top Captain Uncle Steve. And now you're a step away from winning 4 on the floor for KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. But more importantly, being able to brag to everyone that you truly do have the weirdest relative in America.
I know. I really hope I get to do that. My friends that know Captain Steve, they loved him and they were so interested. I remember growing up as a kid, the neighbor kids and all my friends from school, we would like check out his room. This was before he had his mermaid grotto, but that room was amazing as well. But now that he's got his grotto, he can display all of his oddities, all of his uniqueness. And like YouTubers have come, if you go on YouTube and just type in Captain Steve, you'll be able to see his stuff.
Cool.
And Steve, Captain Uncle Steve, you have a sexual thing for mermaids, or it's like more of just a appreciation?
More of an appreciation. I'm really into all kinds of folklore,
other sexual
Irish
things,
folklore, cryptozoology, paranormal, all that kind of stuff is just fascinating to me.
And Captain Uncle Steve, just one more question. If there was a fire, what would be the object you would grab and save first in your grotto?
I guess that would be the whip of a Doulahan.
Uh-huh.
A Doulahan in Irish folklore is their version of the Grim Reaper. And he's headless. He rides around on a black horse collecting the souls of the dead. And he brandishes a big, long bullwhip-style whip, but it's made out of human spine bones.
Nothing weird.
And,
nothing weird about this guy.
Yeah.
I thought that was the coolest thing I've ever heard of.
Right.
So I had to make one and own one. So I sculpted each little bone and threaded it onto a long armature wire, and now people visiting the grotto can see a replica of a Doulahan's whip.
Great. If you're just joining us, this is Captain Uncle Steve, and he is a finalist for America's Weirdest Relative. Now, on the other side of the weird spectrum, because some people say that they like Captain Uncle Steve, but he's, quote, wholesome weird. On the other side of the spectrum, you have...
What he just described as wholesome weird?
That's wholesome weird. He did it in a nice voice. Gabriella brought to us her cousin Seth, and when she originally told us about cousin Seth, she said he paints with his own blood. We got a chance to chat with cousin Seth yesterday. He has already agreed to send us one of his blood paintings for the KROQ studio. Cousin Seth, congratulations. You have also propelled yourself into the finals of America's Weirdest Relative.
That's pretty fucking cool.
Pardon my language. You can't say that word.
Can't say the F word there, Seth.
Let me reintroduce you again. Try to not say the F word. On the phone right now, representing his cousin who listens to our show, Gabriella. This is cousin Seth, also known as Satan, the nickname that was given to him by his own grandmother.
How's America doing?
America's fine, Seth, cousin Seth.
We speak for all of America.
I don't know. I'm still here. You got to deal with me.
Yep. Well, here's how it's going to happen, guys. We have 3 questions, pageant style. We are not going to do the bathing suit round. We are not going to do the talent portion. We're going to go right to the Q&A. And this is, once again, cousin Seth, who is a very different type of Weird Alley.
Yeah, and we learned that he had other passions.
I was looking forward to a song contest.
Yeah, he was able to rattle off a poem for us. We learned sells his blood paintings and has sold one for $10,000.
Yep.
And that, yeah, it seems like you also are very proud of being weird, right, Seth?
I mean, I'm so cool I don't know what to do with myself, but I think that falls in the category of weird. That's just me. I don't know.
Hey, Gabriella, your cousin Seth, when you first called us, I mean, now you're a step away from being able to tell everyone you do have the weirdest relative in all of America. How are you feeling right now?
I feel normal because I'm not the weird one.
Yeah.
Man, I've been dealing with my cousin Seth all my life, you know. I've been visiting him. I've been crazy all my life.
Okay. So his weird has kind of become normal for you. Guys, here's the first question. We will start with, please wait for your turn to answer. We will start with Captain Uncle Steve. Captain Uncle Steve, if you could take 3 items with you to a deserted island, what would you take with you?
I would take my Doulahan whip that I talked about already.
Yeah.
I'd take my collection of severed heads. I've got the head of Edward Mordrake, who has 2 faces. I have the head of Joaquin Murrieta, who was a famous California bandit, beheaded, and his head was famously put into a pickle jar and displayed at carnival sideshows for years. And I have the head of a Gorgon, a Medusa, with snakes for hair. So I'd grab that. And
you still have one more item.
So many heads.
Probably my life-sized mermaid skeleton.
Okay. Good answer.
All of those are so useless on a deserted island.
So useless.
You're literally bringing dead bodies with you.
Oh, Jesus Christ. All right. Same question to Cousin Seth. Cousin Seth, you go to a deserted island. You can only bring 3 items with you. What do you bring?
I'm going to bring a radio that doesn't need any power. And I can listen to KROQ.
That's cool.
Very nice. I can cut some shit and carve my name on every tree that's there. Just, I don't know, make my mark until somebody finds me. And if nobody does, they'll find a shriveled up person, in a tiger pelt or something neat like that.
All right, good answer. Good answer. Another good answer.
So you would listen to the radio and just carve stuff into trees?
Yeah, why not?
Yeah, okay.
At that point, they're my trees.
Question number 2. Once again, your votes will help us determine who wins this award. Weirdest relative in America. It's Captain Uncle Steve battling Cousin Seth. Listeners on the line, 4 on the floor. KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Text line already very active with thoughts. What advice would you give to your younger self? This time we'll start with Cousin Seth. Cousin Seth, if you go back in time and talk to your younger self, what advice would you give your younger self?
Well, first I'd probably beat him up. Tell him to get himself straight. Then I'd encourage him to start painting at a younger age.
With blood or just regular painting?
Oh, when I paint with my blood, I don't always use, massive amounts. I mean, not always, but yeah, there'd be a little blood in there.
You sound pretty fatigued. Have you just been painting?
I actually painted you guys a picture last night.
Oh,
that's why he's low energy.
Can't wait to put that up. Is that an O positive painting? B, C, what do we got?
It's a monster going through the streets, and on his chest it says KROQ and glow in the dark paint.
Cool.
Can't wait to see that. All right, same question goes to Captain Uncle Steve. Captain Uncle Steve, if you could give advice to your younger self, what is the advice you'd give your younger self?
I would say just start earlier. Embrace the weirdness earlier. Run with it. Jeez, you gotta be yourself, and you gotta do what makes you happy. And I would just get an earlier start in life.
Mm-hmm. Be weirder earlier.
Yeah. Just figure out what you want to do and run with it.
It's funny that Uncle Steve said he would be weirder earlier, and then Cousin Seth said he would beat himself up.
Yeah, I know. Also very useful. I mean, both it is helping the audience determine who they want to represent them as the weirdest relative in America. It's Cousin Seth, kind of a more aggressive and aggro weird. Mm-hmm. You got more of a pacifist sort of weird with Captain Uncle Steve. And we go to this final question, and then we will let the voting begin. This question, by the way, we stole from the Miss Teen USA pageant. I'm going to warn you ahead of time. There's a lot of pressure these days on young women. What advice would you give to young women right now in the year 2024? We'll start with Captain Uncle Steve, who currently is looking at a skeleton of a mermaid. Go ahead.
Young women, oh gosh, I would just say, learn to be yourself.
Stay 200 yards away.
Don't yield to convention. Just try not to emulate your friends so much. Just find yourself and be yourself.
Beautiful. On the text line, people are asking, are these people for real, or is this all for the radio? Oh, they are very, very real.
And it is all for the radio.
Yeah, they're doing this on the radio now, but the answer is these are real relatives and real people.
Yeah.
This is not Seacrest. We don't have a budget for actors and actresses and fake calls. These are all real people and real relatives.
714 said they are currently looking at Captain Uncle Steve's Mermaid Grotto on YouTube. This guy is freakish and amazing. So cool.
Same question goes to you, Seth. The final question. There's a lot of pressure on young women these days. In the year 2024, what advice would you give to young women?
As a Freemason, big shout out to Kern River Valley Lodge, number 827. I would like to say, never stop learning. Always learn. Keep learning, and do it in your own way. Don't with people.
What is with this lodge that you keep shouting out?
You love shouting out a lodge.
You shouted out the same lodge yesterday.
That's great, though. It makes him weird. Well, Allie, it's going to come down to the vote now.
The lodge where I killed my first victim.
The final question. This will probably be the tie-breaking question, but I just want to know, what have you had for breakfast so far today, Captain Uncle Steve?
Bologna sandwich.
Oh, my God, I love that.
Man, that is so weird.
But bologna is so good.
But it's such a weird thing to do
Who
for
buys
breakfast.
it anymore?
I bet you he eats it a lot. How much bologna are you eating in a week, Captain Uncle Steve?
Too much.
Right.
Far too much.
And for breakfast,
cousin,
too, Klein. Not
cousin-
even a lunch sandwich.
Cousin Seth, what have you eaten so far today for breakfast?
2 Guinnesses.
2 Guinnesses. All right. Guys, we got one Sum 41 song to play right now. When we get back from this song, the exciting conclusion, the big announcement. So if you have votes or thoughts, let us know now on the text line. It's either going to be Captain Uncle Steve or it's going to be Cousin Seth. One of them will earn the title, wear the sash, and earn their relative 4 on the floor for KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Text us now. The winner announced next, KROQ. Moment we've all been waiting for. Yeah. Tomorrow it'll be you and all your relatives. Today, it's meeting our listeners' relatives. Many, many weird people for so many different reasons. And by the way, keep your eyes open. You never know. Maybe you come across a relative this year that you realize is actually weird after all, and they could be a contestant in the next search for America's Weirdest Relative. Allie, tons of votes pouring through on the text line. There's arguments on both sides of the equation for so many reasons.
Yeah, you think about these two people. They are so different yet so alike because Captain Uncle Steve, he wears his flag proudly. Like I said, he has a whole YouTube channel about this. Cousin Seth is more like, underground weird.
Yeah, underground
But both of them, persons of interest.
I would agree that that's probably true. After tabulating all the votes, having our internal discussions, we would like to welcome and congratulate the winner of America's Weirdest Relative 2024, Captain Uncle Steve. You have done it. Cassandra, you have just won yourself 4 on the floor for KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas, and more importantly, you have an original song coming your way courtesy of Omar Khan. What a moment. Hug your weird uncles and celebrate.
Here he is, the weirdest uncle of all.
Captain Steve.
He's got a shed and only has one
his brother and has an inflatable lover. He may not be allowed near a school or near a mall, but now he's the weirdest uncle of all.
Wow. What do you think of that? Captain Uncle Steve, how does that feel?
Yes, Uncle Steve.
Yes. Hello.
Yes.
What would you like to say to your uncle, Cassandra?
That I love you, and I have looked up to you and your weirdness, and you've helped me embrace my weirdness, and I think you helped me become who I am by reading the Edward Allan Poe as a newborn. And I want to thank the show as well, and I'm super excited for this opportunity, and I'm so proud to have America's Weirdest Relative.
Yay!
Yeah, congratulations.
Wonderful speech,
what
Cassandra.
A story. You guys going to see each other for Thanksgiving, or?
Unfortunately,
no.
But, yeah.
I'm no longer allowed.
Well,
Let's
listen.
give Seth the consolation prize so he doesn't come and try to hunt us down.
Yeah.
Cousin Seth, you're great, man.
Give Seth something, and also give him a different address for where we are. Okay, great.
Cousin Seth, come on. I mean, you did a great job as well.
Thank you. Hey, congratulations, guys, and thanks for being a part of this. And hold on one second, all right?
Thank you.
All right. Steve, any final words you'd like to say as the official weirdest relative in America?
I couldn't possibly be prouder.
Mm-hmm. Did you like that song that Omar did for you?
Pardon me?
Great.
All your hard work has not gone unnoticed.
The song they wrote for you.
Yes.
Okay, great. Well, once again, as most things around here, it ends on a fizzle.
Captain Uncle Omar.
We got to take ourselves a break. Congratulations to all. And we'll be back. More show next. Wow. I'm crying. I'm holding back tears right now.
I know.
The world famous KROQ.
Klein.
KROQ, Klein Alley Show. We are live, interactive, the Wednesday before Thanksgiving. If you need us, the numbers, 800-520-1067 to join the show. You can text, you can call, and more importantly, you can win tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. Coming up in just a few moments with the return of Johnny Doesn't Know Travel on this, the busiest travel day of the year. If you don't believe me, there's no shortage of news reports, and they always want to let everyone know that today is going to be just one giant cluster F. So it's one of those days where if you're not going anywhere, you get to sit on your couch and look at all the losers like Allie that are racing to the airport after the show today to get in long lines. And then there's these people.
But it is going to be a really big day at airports across the country.
The TSA is expecting the busiest Thanksgiving on record.
Busiest on record. Congratulations, we've done it.
Every year we throw out the record.
It's really,
so that we can just say this is the busiest on record.
Yeah, this year I think they're saying it's 80 million. I'm not sure what the number is anymore because at some point it just doesn't even matter.
The FAA expects to have the most planes in the sky today. We're talking about
the most planes in the sky ever. We love records.
Come on.
That's what they're saying.
They're running out.
Today is going to be the day that the FAA says there will be the most planes in the sky.
Of any day.
Of any day.
Just look up and it's all planes.
I mean, that's unbelievable.
Planes in the sky today. We're talking about more than 50,000 flights.
So that's going to happen just today. And I think that's probably America. It's got to be just, right? Because they don't do Thanksgiving other places. So
I know, Canada has their own Thanksgiving, but it's, different.
Yeah, it's not a real one. So,
no one's flying as a Canada.
No.
We saw a line behind you before. How are things going right now, Ross?
They want so badly to
Once we saw a line.
They want pandemonium at the airport for these reports, and they can never get it when they go for the live shot. So here we go. He's trying to let everyone know there was a big line, which, not that wow.
Mm-mm. We saw a line behind you before. How are things going right now, Ross?
Right now, we're talking about 80 million people set to travel more than 50 miles from their home over the next few days. That's about 1.7 more million than last year. Various reasons for that, but big destinations are Florida, as well as Hawaii, California, and Vegas. Hawaii is where I'd like to be right now.
Oh, hilarious.
I like how he said various reasons. There's one reason.
Yeah. You're right, Jake. There's one reason people are at the airport, to travel.
Yeah.
That's it.
Duh.
That is the one reason.
Why are you
here? You have to do what the people have done here. Check in early, monitor your flight status, arrive about 2 or 3 hours before your scheduled departure, pack your medicine.
Pack your medicine. That's replacing pack your patience now.
Pack your medicine would actually be a much more relaxed experience for a lot more people.
Just make sure I got that Xanax.
It's worth repeating over and over and over again. Pack your patience.
Oh, there you go, Omar. They're still using it after all these years. They love it.
Is it worth repeating over and over again?
I mean, he sounds so broken down, but like he didn't have to say that, but yet.
And over again. Pack your patience.
Good advice, as always, Ross, and you're not...
No, it's not.
Unoriginal, same predictable sentence.
Yeah, same thing you said last year, Ross. Greatly appreciate it. You're such a Ross.
Good advice, as always, Ross, and you're not allowed to go to Hawaii. We need you here.
What?
God damn.
I do feel sad that they all have to work on Thanksgiving because they all have to be at the airport. You know,
Yeah,
I mean,
right.
let's just do something for those people.
I think today-
they all have to make the stupid jokes about going in your suitcase and, hey, can you take me with you? And someone should actually take them with them.
I think today we want to do something for you if you have to work on Thanksgiving, and I think we are going to give away a pair of Almost Acoustic Christmas tickets if you have to work on it. Because there are people that just have to work for whatever reason.
Yeah, that sucks.
Nurses, I would imagine. There's a lot of jobs. I've had to work on Thanksgiving many years. So the idea...
Theater.
Movie theater, yeah, it's big. I mean, there's a lot of people that are working on Thanksgiving. Some people don't care because they don't have to be around their family, and
I
they
used
get
to work at Denny's. It was pretty sad.
time and a half
Watching all
ago.
the single parents come in.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, dude.
man.
Yeah. We would have like a Thanksgiving Day special for like $12.99. It was
Oh.
like the saddest meal ever.
All my mom's exes.
It's just all of them. Giant table. So anyway, just remember that later this morning we will make it worth your while if you are working on Thanksgiving, because there is something super frustrating when you hear all these people like, long weekend. I was annoyed hearing people that had been off since last Friday. I'm going, these people
I know.
rubbing it in our faces.
Yeah, and especially people who work at the airports.
Apparently Canadians celebrated Thanksgiving first. We stole it from them. According to the text
Oh,
line.
we steal everything.
They've been
It's
doing
our
it
thing.
since 1604. All right, well, we'll take a quick break. We're back in a second. If you'd like to play a little game with us called Johnny Doesn't Know. Today, the theme is travel. Maybe you're traveling right now and you'd like to kill some time while you're on the road. Call us, 800-520-1067. The big dummy himself will be in the studio next for Johnny Doesn't Know Travel, and that is after this on KROQ.
KROQ's Almost Acoustic
Christmas this year. The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas. Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum. The Smashing Pumpkins, Beck, 311, Linda Linda, Sublime, Franz Ferdinand, Jenny Eat World, AWOL Nation, Baby.
We'll tell you a song to listen for. Hear it, and Caller 20 wins tickets to the 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Presented by Gain.
Proceeds benefit Carlos Ninos and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center.
KROQ.
It's relative in all of America, and everyone on the text line seems to agree that the vote went in the right direction. Let's get a check of your ADD news, then we get into a brand new hour of the show. And if you're one of these people that has to work tomorrow, and this is not a Friday for you, but it's just a regular boring Wednesday because you're working on Thursday, we would love to reward you with some tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas, and that'll be coming up very soon. But, Allie, what's happening in the news?
Another iconic LA location could be changing, and 12 things that you can use your leftovers for that are way better than just putting them in a sandwich.
Get to all that next on KROQ. What a great way to wake up this morning. If you're sitting in traffic, you're not alone because today we are all setting a record. Most planes in the sky in the history of the world and most cars on the road in the history of the world. Look at us. We've done it. Let's get to your news now. Then we kick off a brand new hour of the show, complete with your tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas, especially if you're forced to work tomorrow. Let's go ahead and do this now, though. What's happening in the world?
Grab your Adderall. It's time for ADD News. No, I didn't notice your manicure. Nobody did.
All right, Thanksgiving's already here, so let's move on to Black Friday, shall we? I know we have shared some things that we've been looking at, Black Friday deals, but here are some other good ones to consider before you make your final choices. Number one, this is a great deal if you have not gotten Hulu yet. They have a Black Friday sale, 99 cents a month for Hulu for a year.
What if you haven't and you cancel real quick and try to take advantage of that?
TBD on that. I need to find out. I think if you are, quote, a user already, you can just make up a new email address, something like that,
nice.
you know. But that is with ads. And you can do Hulu and Disney together. That would be for $2.99 a month for a year. What is frustrating is all the stuff on Amazon that you bought on Prime Day in October is probably cheaper now for Black Friday. Like this pair of AirPods that I already bought for $179 are now $154. But you can get a MacBook for well under $1,000 now. The 13-inch Air is like $250 off right now. However, the one thing that you might be the most interested in, Klein, is the 100-inch TV.
Here we go.
Normally $3,000 on sale for $1,700, which seems like a lot. But if you think about some of these other TV deals I'm looking at, 55-inch TVs can cost you anywhere from $800 to $1,000 easy. So if you have $700 extra to spare,
100 inches.
You get almost twice the inches.
Oh, I don't want to say I'm a size queen, but with TVs, I think I am. That sounds great. 100-inch TV.
Length, girth, it all matters.
I could even watch those lousy football games tomorrow. On a 100-inch TV, they look great no matter how bad the teams are.
I know. And then think about when the Cowboys lose and all the TVs they're going to smash and how big they could possibly be.
Man, I got to try to figure this out. 100 inches. Where would
too big, dude.
No, Omar. It's
too big, man.
Seems too big. It seems.
No, and then, like, you have all the new technology. I just bought a new TV, and I got a 77-inch. And the technology is mind-blowing, dude. You got the OLED, the QNED, the QLED.
Yep.
It's too much, man. It's
So
too
many
much.
Ds.
I just want the size.
Some of them are too good to the point where it looks like the show is crappy. Like it looks like it was made badly.
Yeah.
So the TV, when I saw it at the Costco, it looked amazing, right? And then so I hang it on my wall.
That's because they only
so bright.
they only show the Costco.
It is so bright.
They only show the bouncing rainbow ball channel.
Holy
Everything at
crap,
Costco
man.
is the
I literally had to dim it because it has all these weird features. I had to dim it 50% because I was going blind, dude.
Yep, I know.
And then they do either use those balls or it's like a ladybug on a leaf.
Yeah, Ladybug on Leaf Channel crushes.
All right, the fast food industry is trying everything they can to make money. Value meals, expanded dollar menus. Some of them are working better than others. Subway actually just ended their $6.99 value sandwich because it wasn't making them any money. But it seems in general it's making enough for these fast food places to expand because sit-down restaurants like Norm's are now being replaced by fast food places. The oldest surviving Norm's on La Cienega, which has been around since 1957, could likely be replaced by a Raising Cane's. The restaurant group that owns Raising Cane's also owns that lot, so it's really easy for them to just swoop in and take over, but they did say they would keep the architecture if they switched.
I ate at that Norm's my first night in L.A.
I think what was the first Norm's I ever went to was that one.
I was went out somewhere, was hammered, and I went over and had breakfast at Norm's at 2 in the morning or whatever. My first night in LA. I said, I think I like this place.
But when was the last time we've been to a Norm's?
That was
they're
the last
probably
time.
not.
That was the last time I was there.
Wait. You said you like this place? Norm's is trash. It's known to be trash. It's not great.
But it's less trash than Denny's.
It was just the idea. Omar, I love it.
It's on the same par as Denny's, I feel like.
No, it's way better than Denny's.
Step up, I think.
No way,
Step
dude.
up. I know you're a Denny's fanboy because you used to work there, but it's a step up. Sorry.
I don't know about
it's
that,
a step
man.
up. But
Have you been there recently?
No, I have not. But that's
Have
the
any
thing.
of us been there sober?
No, never.
No.
So we really.
when I was a kid, it was like, my parents, like, I think like every Sunday morning we would go grab like a bite there.
Yeah, but I haven't
When I
been to
was
a
a
Denny's
kid.
sober either.
It's a good point. I've been to neither of those
true.
places sober, so I don't know.
So we don't know what the food's
Look,
like.
I think Moon's Over Miami is good, but maybe it's not. I don't know.
All right, if you're concerned about gaining weight this weekend, here's the good news. You already have According
Nice. We've done it.
According to a study, 1 in 4 people are still carrying the weight they gained at the end of 2023. On average, that amounts to about 10 extra pounds. And then you're expecting to add another 6 to that before the end of the year. So I wanted to share some of the more creative ways to use your leftovers. Thanks to TikTok, there are more and more people incorporating their Thanksgiving leftovers into creative dishes. Turkey birria tacos. Thanksgiving waffles, where you fold the leftover turkey and mashed potatoes into the waffle batter. Turkey and stuffing fried rice, which actually sounds awesome.
Dope.
You can add cornmeal to your leftovers and make some Thanksgiving hush puppies. You can turn your cranberry sauce into cranberry sangria, which would probably be better than whatever you were originally using it for. And then finally, the pecan pie milkshake, where you just put the rest of the pecan pie into a blender and add some ice cream.
All right. Well,
and boom.
Here we go. Nice and fat. Get all plumped up before Christmas.
I love it.
Get into a brand new hour of the show right now.
Klein Alley Show.
You guys make me turn on KROQ every day. I love it, fool. I'm bald Hispanic, 6'1", and Saturday, and you guys make my morning every day. Love you guys. Allie, you a 10, girl.
Right in the butt. 106.7 KROQ FM in HD Pasadena, Los Angeles, Orange County. This is the world famous KROQ.
Hell yeah, welcome to a Wednesday that feels like a Friday. If you are heading out of town right now, good luck. Good luck.
Yeah, I'm about to head out. I'm so nervous.
Airplanes. Allie's going to... Originally, it was like, I just got to leave right at 10. Then she's like, I think I should leave at 9:40. Then she's like, you know what? I just looked at it. I think I got to leave at 9:20. So she's just creeping up before she has to leave to get to LAX.
Well, it's scaring me. I don't want to get stuck in the horseshoe, Klein. I'm going to get stuck in the horseshoe.
Don't fall for the media hype, Allie. As you know, it's a lot of media hype. We got lots to get to this hour on the show, including the return of what strangers are thankful for. We'll get to that. But right now, the question for you is, if you have to work tomorrow in any way, shape, or form, and I know some people are going to call and say, I'm a parent, I work every day. But forget that for a second. If you literally have to work, like you have to go into a job tomorrow, your job doesn't give you the day off, or you have one of those jobs where Thanksgiving is like your busy time, love to hear from you, because the very least we can do is give you some tickets so that you can have a day off on December 14th at the Kia Forum for KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. It's our way of giving thanks for you for doing what you do so that stores stay open tomorrow for the rest of us.
It's going to be funny if they have to work then, too.
That would be terrible. If you have to work on December 14th, don't call, because there's nothing we can do for you. But if you're working tomorrow on Thanksgiving and you don't have the day off like everyone else who's yapping about it today, then give us a call now, 800-520-1067. Going to give away some tickets to Acoustic Christmas next, right here, KROQ. KROQ, Klein Alley Show. Just after 9 o'clock on Wednesday, busiest travel day of the year, and perhaps you have tomorrow off. Tomorrow's one of those days, you want to look at the big five that like most of the world or most of America has off at the same time. Thanksgiving's usually in that category right there with Christmas, New Year's, etc. But for many people, tomorrow's just a regular work day. And maybe it's cool, maybe it's not. I wanted to talk to people that are going to work tomorrow, find out what it is they're doing. Do they have an important job, so they have to be ready to go?
Or do they opt to work on a holiday so they can get that sweet overtime?
I think, Omar, you said plumbers are very needed on Thanksgiving.
I think the day after Christmas. Yeah, they call it the brown out or something. They have a term for it.
It's like brown Friday. It's Black Friday for the rest, but for them it's Brown Friday or something.
Something like that, yeah.
But if they can get paid like 2 or 3 times as much to come on Thursday versus Friday, I would do that.
Let's just find out what you guys do. We're going to give away some tickets right now to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. But I just want to work my way up and down these phones and figure out what regular people are doing that have to work tomorrow, and if they are annoyed by hearing everyone talk about how they're going to spend all day eating and watching football. Michael, what are you doing?
Hey, good morning, guys. Sweet Dibs.
Sweet Dibs.
I'll be actually busting 2 jobs tomorrow. I would be opening Starbucks from 6 to 10. And then after that, I got 11 to 7 shift at a supermarket.
You get time and a half tomorrow for working on Thanksgiving?
I believe for the supermarket I do.
Yeah, that's not bad. But you're going to be there bright and early opening that Starbucks up for those people that need to get up and get some caffeine to deal with their family, huh?
Yeah, unfortunately.
All right, hold on. So he's bummed out about it.
Respect the hustle, man.
Yeah, that's good.
Yes, definitely.
Omar's got 6 jobs tomorrow, so step it up. Yeah. 2 jobs. That's nothing.
He's opening 2 Starbucks.
Across the town from each other. Very common. Juana, what are you doing tomorrow? Hello?
I am working at the OC Fair for the Winterfest.
Oh.
The promoter decided, normally Winterfest opens on Friday after Thanksgiving. This year he decided to open it up on the 22nd of November.
Oh, no.
And he decided to stay open till 10 o'clock at night tomorrow.
So you're working all day and all night, no Thanksgiving dinner for you?
No.
Oh, bummer.
Are you bummed about that? Some people don't mind it. They kind of, some people love Thanksgiving, and others go, yeah, I could take it or leave it.
No, totally bummed.
Oh, okay. All right. I'm sorry
No, it's terrible.
Felicia, why are you working tomorrow? What do you do?
I am a massage therapist, so I will be massaging people tomorrow.
Oh, I personally am thankful for you.
Do a lot of people, is that like they come to you or you go to them, or how does that work?
So I work at a spa, so they come to me.
And that's a big day, Thanksgiving? People are going to spas
Any
and
holiday,
stuff?
any
Really?
day that people have off, yeah.
You would be surprised. People travel, and and also there's plenty of people who don't celebrate Thanksgiving in Los Angeles, and so those people come in.
Yeah, they get thankful for getting rubbed down by you. I would hope that you get them before they feast and not right after.
I mean, I would hope so. After would be kind of gnarly.
Yeah, I hear you. All right, that's interesting. Let's say hi to Erica. Well, talk about heroes. Erica, what do you do?
Hi, I am actually an ER nurse.
Okay. So you, ER, if I'm not mistaken, isn't Thanksgiving one of the busiest days in the ER?
It can be. Yeah, it's a little stressful, and the worst day is actually the Friday after Thanksgiving.
Why? Because everyone's drunk driving?
No, a lot of people come in for overeating, a lot of ab pain, nausea, vomiting, a lot of bloating, all that GI stuff.
You have to tell all the people the diagnosis is you just ate too much, you fat pig?
Yeah, slow down.
All right, I got it. All right, that's interesting. That's
And it sucks that they have to wait in the emergency room just to be told that.
Yeah, because someone's like, I don't know, it could be a heart attack. I don't know what it is. She's like, you just ate way too much. I'm sorry.
Go home.
That's the diagnosis.
You have gas.
Yeah.
All right, let me say hi to Carla. So many people working tomorrow. I didn't realize. Carla, what do you do?
Hi, guys. Good morning.
Hi, good morning. What do you do?
I work at a senior assistant living home, taking care of the seniors. Unfortunately, a lot of them are left in these homes. Their loved ones don't pick them up to go celebrate. So we try to make it cheerful and, and...
What do they got, a big bowl of gravy or something?
No, the kitchen actually makes them a small little Thanksgiving meal for those that can eat a Thanksgiving dinner. So... yeah, so that's where I'll be spending. So it's bittersweet, yeah.
Do any of the people in the home complain that they could have made it better?
That they could have what?
Like made the food better? Like complain about the food?
No, they don't. They're grateful that they get a
Aw,
Thanksgiving.
That's nice.
That's nice.
That's what it's all about, being thankful. All these people, I mean, Allie, it's crazy. Every line's got someone on
I
there.
wish we could give tickets to everybody. I really do.
Well, why don't you step it up and do that? You could buy tickets for everyone.
I can't. Why don't you buy?
Yeah.
God damn it!
Allie, you just said you wish. Hold on. You just said.
I wish that we could
But
give
you-
them free tickets. Yes, I do.
You could finance this operation now.
You could finance it. Why don't you finance it, Mr. Finance?
Just bought 100-inch TV, so I can't right
Oh,
now.
and you're just betting listeners and losing.
Chris, what are you doing?
Hey, what's up? How's it going, guys?
Good. What do you do?
Frito-Lay driver, delivery driver for the chips.
The chips got to get.
Can't we take a day off?
The Frito-Lay chips deliveries have to go out on
Sadly,
Thanksgiving.
not. Sadly, some stores are still taking deliveries for the busy weekend, I guess.
get those
so they're
scoops.
missing stuff.
I do love those scoops.
Yeah, you got to scoop up them
And
leftovers.
Cheetos.
I get
It's
it.
perfect for a bean dip.
Anything that's not great at Thanksgiving, you could just crush some hot Cheetos on top of and salvage the dish.
Oh, so yummy.
So you're working. What's your hours tomorrow?
I actually have to be up really early, so I get up at like 3, start at like 4 a.m.
Oh.
So then, can you be home by Thanksgiving dinner?
Yeah, definitely. I'll be
Okay.
off by like
All right.
Not eligible. Bye.
And Fritos are too delicious. See ya.
Yeah. You guys probably getting the best snacks while he's
You
driving
just
around.
hung up.
Well, whatever. He's getting it done.
man.
All right, Allie. We can't. we can take a ton of these. There's a lot of people working at the mall. I didn't. A mall, of course. All the deals. Melvin, you're at a mall. You work at a mall.
I do retail.
So you're.
I'll be stocking up. Yeah, stocking up.
I
for
thought
Black
all those
Friday.
places made like a pact that they were going to be closed on Thanksgiving.
I think that
from
was
now
just a
on.
1 year pact.
Yeah. It's
Wow.
over now.
I think it was
Now
that 1 year where they were all shamed into it. And
now
now
they
they're
need the
like,
money.
do.
Capitalism, baby.
Yeah.
I
We'll be
mean,
stocking up for Black Friday.
I keep thinking he's saying the F word, but he's saying stocking up.
Oh,
He's saying
I was like,
stocking up.
whoa, okay.
3 different times I thought he said the F word, but he's saying they're stocking up for Black
I
Friday.
don't know, Klein. I think this
All right, Allie,
old folks home worker or the ER nurse, I just feel like they're doing really, really hard work that it definitely has like some sad parts to it.
The massage therapist you're talking about?
Well, that too. I mean, with all the farts.
A lot of farts they got to deal with. There's a lot of people working tomorrow all
What
day.
about the 2 jobs, guys? Starbucks?
Yeah.
I know how people are so rude.
Yes,
We are
that's
the
true.
people.
That is true.
But
People are so rude at Starbucks and rude at the grocery store on the day of.
Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
Heard a lot of stories. Everyone deserving of tickets. Wish we had more to give right
Other
now.
people that are saving lives,
Yeah,
but
there's people that are literally saving lives. You're opening up a Starbucks, but then you're working a double shift and going next door to work at a grocery store afterwards. We appreciate the hustle. We'd like to hopefully give you the night off on December 14th so you can join us at KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas with a couple of tickets, all right?
Oh, my God.
Cool?
Thank you.
Yeah, those are yours, man. Thanks for all you do.
I appreciate it, man. Thank you, guys. You guys have a wonderful Thanksgiving, sweet dibbits and all.
All right, appreciate you, man. Go do your jobs. We'll take a quick break. Allie's got to leave now.
I'm going to go.
So she's going to call us from the roads and give us a live update as to how the busiest travel day of the year is shaking out.
And when you throw it to me, I'll have a nice long delay.
Will she make it to LAX before her flight in 40 minutes? I don't think so. But we will find out together. More show next.
KROQ's Almost Acoustic
Christmas this year. The 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas. Saturday, December 14th, Kia Forum. The Smashing Pumpkins, Beck, 311, Linda Linda, Sublime, Franz Ferdinand, Jenny Eat World, AWOL Nation, Baby.
We'll tell you a song to listen for. Hear it, and Caller 20 wins tickets to the 33rd annual KROQ Almost Acoustic Christmas.
Presented by Gain.
Proceeds benefit Carlos Niños and Al Wooten Jr. Youth Center.
KROQ.
From Shell Recharge. Experience convenient and reliable EV charging with Shell.
Wednesday feels like a Friday, and in the studio right now, the man, the myth, the legend known as Postmaster Johnny. Here he comes, wearing his dad's old work shirt. Is that what that is?
This is my grandpa's name.
Oh, David, your grandma. And what did he do? He a delivery guy?
No, he worked at Galpin Ford.
Oh, look at that.
Years
What
ago.
a shirt right there. Johnny's in here. How fitting that you're wearing that shirt involving a car place, because today your questions are all about travel. It's the busiest travel day of the year, and all you got to do on the phones, and the phones are full because everyone loves playing Johnny Doesn't Know, is predict, will Johnny know or not know the answers to these very, very easy questions about all things travel and transportation. It's time for Johnny Doesn't Know.
Johnny doesn't know.
Big duty.
Oh, Johnny doesn't know.
Why are you laughing?
Why are you laughing?
Johnny doesn't know. Johnny doesn't know.
I'm not a soccer guy.
Johnny doesn't know.
Global soccer tournament that takes place.
In America or like in the world?
Global! Never heard of it?
Mr.
Not Olympics
Palacio
related.
Salad himself.
All right. Are you ready for this? John.
Yeah.
All right.
I was like, what's still the song and what's still your guys' voice?
I don't know anymore. We got a lot of people on the phone that want to play against you. Let's say hi to Christina Riverside. We'll start there, make our way up and down these phones, questions, and all you got to do is predict. Good morning, Christina. Welcome to the busiest travel day of the year. Thanks for. Are you on the roads right now, or are you somewhere else?
No, I'm somewhere else.
All right.
I'm in my house.
You're not a part of breaking the record, but it's okay. First question for Johnny. We'll start easy. They get a little bit more difficult. Sometimes we start easy and they get easier because they have to. When pulling up to an airport, you can either head towards arrivals or what? Will Johnny know the answer to this very easy question? Allie, you seem like you're unsure that he'll know the word.
I don't think you will.
You don't? Allie doesn't think so. What do you think, Christina? Everyone who gets theirs right, write your name down. Pick one of you, give you a prize. Christina, will Johnny know the answer to this question? When you arrive at the airport, you can head towards arrivals or what?
Johnny will not know.
Will not know. Johnny, I know you've only been on one flight in your life, but I would imagine you've been to the airport before to pick people up or visit friends. So you look a little perplexed right now by what the question I'm asking.
Well, you said word, and I was thinking letter.
Okay.
Or like letters.
Go ahead. Like, explain.
So, like, you know when you go, like, yeah, it's like the arrival people that come. But then also, too, it's like, what else is there? It's the gate letters.
Mm-hmm.
Gate B,
Right.
Gate C, Gate E, on and on till Z. So
on and on till Z.
Wow, that was a massive airport.
Huge airport.
Well, that's at LAX because they have all those.
Yeah, I got you.
The places where you could go and drop people off.
Right. You're talking about the pillars.
Yeah,
Got
those
it.
thingies. Yeah.
Right.
So
you're saying your options when you get to an airport is you either go towards arrivals or towards the alphabet.
Arrivals, yeah, or Gate A, B, C, E.
There's not a word, one word that would be.
That would sum all that up.
Pick up.
So arrivals or pickup.
Yeah.
Okay.
You pick them up.
All right. Well, Jesus Christ.
Some would say that's just a synonym for arrivals.
Allie, I wrote this question down, and then I crossed this question out because I said it's just too easy. It's a waste of everyone's time.
I don't even think he knew that there were two separate areas.
Yeah, that's what got me too. Like, what
if I told you, Johnny, and by the way, Christina, you were right. Don't worry, you're going to get the point here. But if I were to tell you that there is a word of a different place you could go when you arrive at the airport, and it starts with the letter D, would
You're
you be
either arriving or you're...
You're either arriving or...
It starts with the letter D.
D?
Yeah.
Doomed? Because you're late for traffic?
All right.
Doomed?
All right, Christina, hold on. Good job.
What's the word?
Thank you.
You really have no good guess?
I don't.
Arrivals or departures?
Oh, departures is the... Yeah, that is one, actually.
Yes,
yeah,
it is
I take
one.
that back.
It is the one.
I
It's
take
not
it
one.
back. Yes.
You take it back. You can't take it back.
Johnny took every test that way.
Yeah.
Big Maxies.
Yeah.
Say hi to Jesus in Los Angeles who would like a shot. Johnny doesn't know. Here we go. Jesus, welcome to KROQ. Good morning.
Hey, good morning, guys.
All right, Johnny. Now I'm nervous to even ask this next question, but let's give it a shot. If your car gets 20 miles a gallon.
Wait, let me get the paper and pen.
No, you don't need paper and pen.
Yeah,
dude.
you gotta draw an airplane.
You don't need
I
it.
have to. You
If
just
you're-
said math.
If your car gets 20 miles a gallon.
All
Okay,
I said was
go
a
ahead.
statement with a number.
I didn't say math.
Let me lock in. Go
If
ahead.
your car gets 20 miles per gallon, how many gallons would you need to travel to Kern County, which is exactly 100 miles away?
There you go.
Thank you. Yes.
Oh, boy.
He's gonna draw a car, dude.
He's going to draw something. He could draw a kernel of corn. I said Kern County.
So you said 100, and then you said 20 in there,
Your
right?
car's getting 20 miles a gallon. Before he finishes his scribbling, Jesus, will Johnny have the answer, yes or no?
Yes, he can get it. He'll get it.
Wow.
All right, Jesus has confidence in you. He is scribbling. Your car gets 20 miles a gallon. You have to travel exactly 100 miles to Kern County. How many gallons do you need to put in your car?
Well, I put 2,000 miles per gallon. 2,000 mpg.
Where did you come up with that?
Because you said 100 miles to get there,
Yes.
Right, correct?
Yes.
And then you said it's 20 miles to the gallon?
That's right.
20 times 100 is 2,000.
Why are you timesing them?
So you need to buy 2,000 gallons of gas?
No, that's how many miles to the gallon you get if you're.
He told you how many miles per gallon you're getting.
It's the question.
20.
So wait, what are we doing then? What's the?
Oh boy.
What's the calculation for this one?
How many gallons of gas will you use going 100 miles?
Hey, Sus, I'll give you a chance to change your mind before he.
Please.
All right, you're going to go to he won't get it?
Yes.
All right, I'm going to re-explain this to Johnny one more time and give him a shot.
He's already writing down another wrong number.
Well, hold on, wait.
Johnny, I'm going to say it one more time. Your
Go ahead.
car gets 20 miles per gallon.
Okay.
How many gallons would you need to travel 100 miles to Kern County?
Oh, 80. 100 minus 20. 80.
Why are you minusing?
Because he just said it. Just right.
You got it. Good job. Good job, Johnny. All right.
What?
It's 5 gallons. Johnny.
Yeah,
it's 5
it's 5 gallons.
5 gallons. That's all you need.
Usually when I start questioning my own, then you do the answer. I'm like, okay, yeah, that's
Should have drawn a car, dude.
Well, I did draw a car, but
You can't figure that how that's 5 gallons?
I thought it was actually 20 because you said 20 like 5 times in there.
Jesus, hold on. Jesus Christ.
Wait, how did you get 5?
He's like a beautiful mind with his.
Where did you get 5? I didn't write it anywhere on the paper.
Imagine if that were the formula at Goodwill Hunting on the chalkboard.
Bro.
The Rock Bonelli Show. On a Wednesday that feels like a Friday. If you're in traffic right now, you're not alone. They say it's the busiest travel day in the history of our lives on the roads. More planes in the sky than ever before, according to the FAA. And according to Johnny, also the AAA, AAA, that takes care of the airplanes as well. Allie is sitting in a car right now on the roads of Southern California, heading to LAX Airport. Allie, how are the roads right now?
Thanks, Klein. They're actually looking wide open. I think there are 3 cars ahead of us, and my rideshare driver, Anthony, is with me, and Anthony has already been to Burbank Airport and LAX already this morning. And Anthony, why don't you tell me what you told me?
It doesn't look so crowded as it is, but we've been around here around the normal holiday season. It's just about the same traffic.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay. Well, once again, the
It
media.
is exactly the same as it always is.
Right. Media has screwed us into believing it's going to be far worse, but there you are on your way to the airport. You think you'll make your flight in 24 minutes?
I think I have a good half hour, actually. But I am pre-checked.
All right. Great. Well, good luck. Allie will be calling back from the airport as she sits there for the next 3 days.
I think, regardless, it is good that I have packed my patience. Because I'm going to be sitting at the gate for a very long time waiting.
Okay. You want to ask Anthony how many of the people that he's brought to the airport have packed patience today?
Anthony, have you heard anybody say pack your patience on Thanksgiving?
No, that's a new one.
That's definitely not a new one. All right. Wonderful. All right. Thanks, Allie. Have a safe trip.
All right. Love you guys.
What a report from the roadways. A real report from the actual roads. All right, you can come back now. We did that bit. You can get back to the studio.
Okay, cool.
All right. She's going to the airport. If you'd like to join us for a round of what strangers are thankful for, now would be a good time to call. A chance for you to win a prize and be thankful for something from us here at KROQ. The number's 800-520-1067. This is the first person we're going to learn about.
What's your name?
Angie.
How many beers?
8.
Angie has had 8 beers. Jake went up to her and asked her one simple question, which is the question everyone's going to be asking over the next 24 hours. What are you thankful for? I've got 3 possible answers, and then she will chime in. And if you'd like to play the game with us, call now, 800-520-1067. We'll come right back with strangers giving thanks after Coldplay on KROQ. Think about it for a moment. Plenty to be thankful for. The one day a year that people are like, yeah, you know what? My family's not so bad, I guess. And then you sit around with them for a few hours, eat food, and realize, yeah, let's go ahead and take a break for another year. But there's plenty of things I'm sure you could take a moment and be like, yeah, you know what? Not that bad. Things could be worse. I know people get super depressed around the holidays, etc., but there's also times that you can just take a moment, find one or two things that you could be appreciative of, and that's where we approach complete strangers in the streets, because usually when you're sharing those moments, it's with loved ones. So would strangers tell Jake the Nerd, when he approached them outside of a bar, what they were truly thankful for? It's called Giving Thanks with Strangers. Before we play the first one, though, I'd like to give thanks for someone who's on the phone right now. One-Armed Gary is checking in. Good morning, One-Armed Gary.
Hello.
Happy Thanksgiving, bud.
Happy Thanksgiving, man. It's good to hear from you.
Yeah, thank you for
calling. I
calling.
totally missed you guys.
Yeah, where you been? We haven't heard from you in a while.
I know. I don't know. I've been hiding, sleeping a lot.
Cool. All right. Well, listen,
cool.
He's a busy man. He's always doing stuff. You always got things going on. A lot of times you're missing. People can't find you for weeks at a time.
I know. And, they look for me, too. You guys always look for me. I can't believe it. So cool.
Well, we get calls from your girlfriend, and she goes, I haven't heard from Gary in weeks. I'm starting to worry. So, yeah, we start putting out APBs for you.
But you're looking around Long Beach for me, and we don't even know why.
Uh-huh. And where are you?
I'm in bed right now, but I'm just thankful.
Okay. There he is. The great One-Armed Gary. The gift that keeps on giving. Hey, did you ever find that arm you wanted that we were going to try to help crowdfund? Is that still happening?
No, I still just have my stump, but I'm happy that I at least have that much.
See, listen to this. Talk about giving thanks. This guy is actually giving thanks not for his one working arm. He's thankful for the stump.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. You got to stump it up.
Stump it up, baby. All right.
All right, baby.
There he is.
Have a good one.
One-Armed Gary. Happy Thanksgiving. Nice for you to check in. Always nice to hear from some long-time show regulars. All right, let's say hi to Roman. Give Roman a chance to win something from us this morning at KROQ. Roman, La Habra, welcome. How goes it? We're going to meet Angie now. Jake approached Angie, and this is what we know, and then you'll have to guess what she's thankful for. Here we go.
What's your name?
Angie.
How many beers?
8.
Angie, what are you thankful for this year?
All right, so he asked, what is she thankful for? I'll give you 3 options. Did she say option A, beer, because that's what she's in the middle of drinking, so she's thankful for just beer? Did she say option B, her new liver that she recently got? Or option C, her twin brother, Mangie? Her name is Angie. Is she thankful for her twin brother, her new liver, or just beer in general? What say you?
I'm thinking beer. She's at the bar. She's liquored up. It's got to be the beer.
Let's find out if you're right.
You don't think
Angie,
it's
what do you...
You don't think it's the twin brother Mangie? Because that is a likely...
I know, there's no way.
It's that would be interesting, I would think. Well, let's find out.
Angie, what are you thankful for this year?
Beer. Yeah, baby.
Beer, yeah, baby. She loves beer so much. I mean, listen, this is a great draw.
Yeah, baby.
Yeah, baby. Hold on one second. Give Roman something. He wins. Giving thanks with strangers. That was easy. This next one's going to be a little trickier, and we say hi to Amy on KROQ this morning, listening to us in Commerce. Amy, what's going on?
Hi, good morning.
Good morning. Thanks for listening. We are thankful for each and every one of you for spending some of your morning with us. We don't say it enough, but we truly do mean it. And now let's meet a complete stranger in the streets and find out what they're thankful for. Jake was very busy talking to all these strangers. And trust me when I say it feels, especially with this person, like they didn't really want to talk to Jake. But they still answered the question, so here we go.
What's your name?
My name is Savannah.
Savannah, what are you thankful for this year?
All right, we don't know anything about Savannah other than the fact that her name is Savannah. Is she thankful for? I will give you 3 options, and you just have to pick from these 3.
Okay.
Is Savannah thankful for that her mother, her grandmother, and her great-grandmother are all still alive? Is she thankful that she just met a cute boy on Bumble? Or is she thankful for all the different ways potatoes can be made into things like tots, fries, and sidewinders?
I guess her grandmother with the name like Savannah, I guess, right? That her grandmother and her mother.
That is the kind of stuff that usually around Thanksgiving you say, I want to give thanks that I still have my family here. And let's find out if you're right. Come on now.
My name is Savannah.
Savannah, what are you thankful for this year?
I'm thankful for all the different ways that potatoes can be made into. Like tots or fries, sidewinders,
Mashed. Baked even. Yeah.
Chips.
Loaded.
Skins.
All of them, yes.
So apparently she does not love her grandmother, but she loves potatoes. And there you go. One winner, one loser. Thankful for you all. We'll do some lit, then we'll get out of here with your takeaways and the official weekend song, even though we're technically going into a Thursday, but we'll give it to you anyway. And that'll all be next as we wrap up the week here on KROQ. Pretty much do it for us. Nicole Alvarez, I just saw walking down the hall, so she'll be in here for 40 minutes nonstop KROQ, and she'll give you some more tickets for KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. In fact, Vanessa, I lost my paper already. I've thrown it out. I've given up on the week, so I don't know what song they're listening for, but I know it's coming up.
That song, do you want me to tell it?
Yeah, please do.
The song is 1979 by the Smashing Pumpkins. And it's going to play between 11 and 11:15.
All right.
Good luck.
Keep listening for the Smashing Pumpkins between 11 and 11:15. And when you hear Nicole play 1979, call and get yourself some tickets to KROQ's Almost Acoustic Christmas. A lot of people hit us up on the text line today that said they're tired of trying to win them. They finally just bought them. And that's the goal. Ha-ha. We got you. Just get them. And then if you win them, you'll have extra tickets. You can bring more friends. All right. Takeaways from today's show. And then we'll officially get out of here with a weekend song, because a lot of people, this feels like a Friday. Got them Friday vibes. Takeaways on the text line, including 310. You get 2,000 miles per gallon if you drive to Bakersfield. That's a good takeaway from today's show. 424, AI Grandma is here to save us, not just from scammers, but also from our own boring relatives. A takeaway from 626, I take a sweet membership deal with AAA, Automobile Airplanes America. That is a good service you should have. Gary is missing. That's 818. And Klein says really offensive things around the holidays to people that are mentally challenged.
Yeah, he does.
That is not true. I was reading a text, and it's out of context. Mm-hmm. Please don't play it again right now.
I'm not going to. Even I'm offended by it.
Good. That says something. If even Omar's offended by it, that says something. If you need us in the meantime, Goat Line will remain open during the holidays, 844-956-GOAT. We'll still be all over the Instagram, Klein Alley Show. Catch up on some of the episodes we've been posting on YouTube, as we're live every day. Hello, Net Bangers. Thanks for following along, keeping that chat going. You can find that at the KROQ YouTube page. And I think that's probably all we have to do. Jake, you got a takeaway?
Another year, another uncle wins.
Another year, another uncle. Congratulations. That's right. Captain Uncle Steve, weirdest relative in all of America. I can't believe you got to see his picture. It's up on our Instagram right now. Is that just in the story or is that a hard post? It should be a hard post. He is every bit as weird as I would hope he would look like. He's unbelievable. He looks like the Gordon's fisherman if he had like a thyroid problem or something. You got to see this guy. Captain Uncle Steve, weirdest relative. Cassandra won the tickets, 4 on the floor for Acoustic Christmas. Congratulations. Omar, got a takeaway?
Yeah, my takeaway is that you really don't need to pack all that patience.
Yeah, you don't need to. There's no patience that needs to be packed. All right, here's your weekend song. We'll do it next week. We'll try to do it better. I don't even know if we're supposed to tell you this yet, but we got Disneyland tickets for you next week. So we come back bearing lots of gifts. So be ready to join us bright and early Monday morning. And now here it is, your weekend song on a Wednesday.
Congratulations, birds.
Yummy.
That's a big bird, man.
Oh, wow. It's not about that Monday, Tuesday. No one cares about Wednesday. Thursday. Forget that noise. Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the rear end? Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the rear end? Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, trash. Thursday, Friday, forget about that. Friday, Saturday, where it's at. It's Sunday, sleeping in, eating brunch.
You know this song, sing along.
Let's do it.
You got dongs.
Watch out. You know what? I love cocaine.
Hit the beach or hit the mall. Go out with friends, do nothing at all. Sleep in, watch movies, read books. Anything goes, just take a look. Are you ready for the weekend? Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? Are you ready for the weekend? Yeah. Are you ready for the rear end? No. Ooh, or harder, or ah. Well, look at you. You made it through a Klein Alley Show video. You probably didn't want it to begin with, and maybe you didn't even know who we are, but let's be honest. The internet's all about connecting with complete strangers that may or may not kill you one day.
If you like it, you can subscribe for more. Just click this button.
Or over there, or there. We're not really sure. You've heard it a lot. And, comment and like and all that bullshit. It actually does help, believe it or not. So we're saying it because we really do mean it.
And you can also listen to the live show or download the podcast if you missed anything and you're getting show mode.
Yeah, we're on the radio. You can find one of these things in a museum.